Oh, no, they be screwing me over on the likes, man. That's why I say just hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, join the Patreon, purchase some merch from the merch store. Don't really worry about the like button, man. I gave up on the like button. I've given up on the like button. This is all I'm gonna eat tonight. That's all I'm gonna eat tonight. Salute to Jeffrey Oliver. Long time no see, man. This is all I'm gonna eat tonight, man. During the show, man. I hang with niggas. I do my thing with niggas. They say I gang bang because I hang with a whole gang of niggas. Salute to KFX, man. Cheeto died. Yeah, the Cheeto died. I gotta write a book about this shit, man. The Atkins, yeah, that was the book. The Atkins diet. Fuck the Atkins diet, man. It's the Cheeto diet, man. They have you on TV and shit. I'll be all serious and shit. I'll be like, so, Aqua Nation, what inspired the Cheeto diet? I'll be like, I was in a really dark place. But I knew I had to make a change, man. I knew I had to make a change. Give me a moment. Yeah, man. Cheeto diet, man. What did you think of Karis One and the Nubians called? What is the KRS? What I don't know. I know Boogie Down Productions. I don't know the Nubians cult. I didn't even know about no Nubians cult, man. I don't know what that is, man. What the fuck? The Nubians cult? I'm not the brand Nubians. Talking about brand Nubians, man. Fucking goddamn Roy Jamon, fucking brand Booba and shit. Sadat X. The fuck is you talking about? The Nubians cult. Brand Nubians. One for all brand Nubians. I had a beat a swinging note just like my name was Raven Ruffin. Quick to smoke an MC just like an English muffin. Quick to toast an MC just like an English muffin. Don't worry about the poo because the boo was never bluffing. I get headaches from your raps, so then I take a buffer and then I max. Pooh was one of the illest, man. Grand Pooba. That's one of my favorite rappers, man. I love me some Grand Pooba, man, back in the early 90s. There's just one thing I want to say. What goes around comes back around again. There's just one thing I want to say. Grand Pooba. Yeah, DOS Effects was my shit too, yeah. Love DOS Effects. Riggedy row, kickity gazoops, here I go, so I flimity flame, oh, judge around the mojo. I biggity bird, when I stab a grape. I riggedy rock the twins and yo, deactivate, yo crazy. I riggedy breaking backs and busting lips. I riggedy fuck Gladys Knight and those fucking pips. So shit, Jiminy Dog Digils, that's fun. I run fun. One. I'm Rocky, like Rocky. I biggity bangs the best. So tickety tell your friends, son. The Doctor Effects. When that shit came out, man, we was oh my god. When microphone checker, no, they want effects. Some DOS effects. They want effects. Some DOS effects. They want effects. DOS effects. Snapping necks for some DOS effects. That was our shit, man. God dog, man. I love that shit, man. That shit used to hit, man. DOS effects. It was so many different styles came out in the 90s, man. So many styles came out in the 90s, man. So many different styles, man. The 90s is like the golden age, man. Even though the 80s was when it all started, but the 90s was the golden age, man. Yeah, Onyx. When that shit dropped, we performed that at the ninth grade. What was it? The what the fuck was that shit called? Like we had a show at in the ninth grade at Bertie Backus, and we was and we had we performed was it Slam? Dun, 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 dun. Make noise, be boys. Slam. Dun, 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 dun. Make noise, be boys. Here's another one. Did another one. Did another one. So what about him cheating? Everybody wanna be right me. I'ma show you. All in together now. Yeah, yeah. That's how it's gotta be. Don't try to be bad as me, cause you can't do that. Think about prayer rush roulette with an automatic weapon. Yeah, man, that shit was man. We performed that at the ninth grade. Um um that was like some show we had. The school they had like a talent show or something in the last week of school. Because DC got junior high school. That's back when DC had junior high school. So in ninth grade, you graduated. That was like you graduating and shit. That was like a big deal when you was in ninth grade. They had middle schools back then. Man, you had so many fucking styles in the '90s, man. All my favorite albums is from the '90s, man. All of them, man. All my favorite albums from the '90s. The Score, that Score joint when they dropped the Score, the Fugees, man, that joint hit like a fucking that one. That was you got the Score, Cuban Links, Illmatic, 36 Chambers. Of course, DMX is dark and hell is hot. Whatever the fuck that shit was called. Damn. Um, what's the other one? Reasonable Doubt. All my favorite albums. Ghetto Dope, Ghetto D, Ghetto Dope. One of my favorite albums though was that Ghetto Boys with Big Mike. I think Scarface had left and like Big Mike, he did the whole Ghetto Boys album. I gotta fuck with what's the name of that song, man? What's the name of the album, man? Big Mike was my man. Yeah, this one. Till Death Do Us Part. I had some chili today, man. There was also I don't know if y'all know this guy, man. There was a guy I used to listen to, man. I don't know how the fuck. I think I stole his album. I used to steal records. I used to peel the thing off of the record and I would steal it. I hate to talk about stealing all the time, but god damn it, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Shit. Um, yeah, the South Park Psycho, Gangsta Nip. This was my album right here, man. If you ever get a chance, listen to this, Joe. He would just say crazy shit. He kind of like that style coming back, just saying like real wild, crazy, disgusting shit. Not like necessarily sexual, but like about torture and shit like that, or like killing people. Gangster NIP. Yeah, I didn't never got into Brother Lynch Young. I never listened like you know how like it's not that I didn't like Brother Lynch Young. I just never like you know how you just don't get into some rappers. Some rappers you get into, others you don't. But yeah, I know who Brother Lynch Young is though. I know like he like kind of like that style, but Gangsta Nip was lyrical as a motherfucker. Like he was lyrical as shit. He put them words together. Yeah, but still, he was better. None of them better. None. Listen to Gangsta Nip. None of them as good as he is though. He better than all them dudes, man. Salute to CA, Ock Nation Hall of Famer, man. Not staying, just dropping off my tithing. Salute Ock of the Nation. Yeah, man. Salute to you, CA, man. So let me see, man. CA, she not even watching the show. She dropping off. Salute to CA, man. Salute to you, baby. Salute to you, baby. Horrorcore. Yeah, guys. No, nobody I knew this shit. Nobody I knew in DC have ever heard of this nigga until I brought this shit around. Nobody that I knew. When they heard that shit, they was like, "What the fuck is this?" This was like 95, 96. Oh, he dead? Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, all the pictures they got of him are old. That's true. They don't have no current pictures of him. Gangster Nip. No, say he 53 years old. He ain't dead. I don't think so. No, say he 53. He not dead. Yeah, that dude was dangerous, man, on the microphone, man. Yeah, 90s, man. That was all my favorite albums, man. I'm stuck in the 90s, man. Yeah, Southern Playalistic, Cadillac, funky music. Others try to do it, and Rachel and that does it. Gotta take it high. Man, when that shit dropped, them niggas was different. Them niggas was, yo, you knew they was different. Them dudes right there, Outcast, when they came out with Aquemini was my shit. Aquemini, my nigga. That album, oh my god. Oh, you know another album that I like too? Um from the 90s. Yeah. Shout out to Outkast, man. Another album I like from the 90s, man. I'm gonna show you this junk. You gonna know this one as soon as you see it, man. Salute to Blue, the Boston Terrier. Let's see this one, man. Let me show you this one, man. That was my album right there, man. That's another one, like I'm talking about, when they talk about like something about that shit, man. I don't know, man. We was we had a lot of that. I think about it, man. We talk about these young boys now, man. We had a lot of dangerous music back in the day, man. Oh shit, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's the grave diggers, man. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is another one of my favorite albums too, man. Um, yeah, man, I love Gangstar, man. Matt, flowing like brass with the mass appeal. Flowing like brass with the mass appeal. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know Boston's finest, man. This Boston's finest, man. Beantown's finest, man. He did it just to get a rap. Yeah, Gangstar was wicked, man. Love Gangstar, man. Yeah, man. 90s was 90s was the golden age of R&B too. 90s was the golden age of hip hop and the golden age of R&B to me. Cause the stuff they was doing back in the 80s wasn't really R&B. That was like it was just something. It was what kind of like gave birth to R&B. Like Levert and all that stuff. That stuff was giving birth to R&B. Now don't get me wrong, Guy, New Edition, but once the 90s hit, we had Belle Biv DeVoe and fucking Jodeci. I was a big Jodeci fan, man. God damn, I was a big Tony. At that, I really don't listen to nothing really outside of the 90s. That's why all the music I listen to, that's why I'm doing country music now because I don't listen to nothing outside of the 90s, man. Maybe the early 2000s, maybe a little bit out the early 2000s. That 90s shit though, man, I can't get past it, man. Yeah, Boys the Men, man. Boys the Men, the legendary group, man. Boys the Men. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. They made a whole song called I was like, God damn, man. Niggas was talented, man. God damn. Yeah, Murray, man. Murray, I would have liked to see Murray and Tony Braxton go at it in the verses, but yeah, Murray, when it come to R&B for the sisters in the hood, I think, don't get me wrong, Tony is bad motherfucker, man. Tony the only one that can really fuck with because Mariah is more pop. But Tony is the only one that can really fuck with Mary J. Even though it's a lot of great R&B artists, don't get me wrong, for the 90s, man. Don't get me wrong, man. You got a lot of great R&B artists from the 90s. But the only one that can really fuck with Mary J is because she had Babyface. Mary J had Puffy and um all those for Chucky Thompson and what's your face had and Tony Braxton had Babyface. L.A. Reid and all that shit. That sound, man. Janet in a class of her own. Janet don't even. Janet is like Janet Jackson. She like in another level, man. Like she is like a. I can't even put her with nobody. You notice nobody said I want to do a verse against Janet. Nobody ever said that. I'm calling out Janet Jackson for verses. Nobody ever said that. But Janet, she on a different level. Janet just, she was working with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Janet just on another level, man. Janet don't even, you can't even like put Janet in. She not even human. She like a goddess, man. But as far as like humans, I would love to see Mary J. Blige and I would have loved to see Tina Turner. I mean, not Tina Turner, Anita Baker and Whitney Houston go at it too if Whitney was still alive. Yeah, Janet was just amazing, man. Janet was just on another level, man. Her sound was just every time she dropped, it was she every time she dropped, Janet was amazing, man. Yeah, Janet don't even she not even in the conversations for all this shit. She above all these conversations. They don't even talk about Janet no more. You know, don't even mention Janet no more because it's like she like Luther. You know, they never talk about Luther. Luther had the greatest voice. Luther had the best voice ever, man. Luther was a bad motherfucker, man. Luther Vandross. Man, I grew up on Luther Vandross, man. Luther Vandross. He's a bad motherfucker, man. God damn, Luther Vandross is a bad motherfucker. We talking about we talking about beyond legends. We talking about beyond legends. Like Luther, you can't even compare nobody to Luther. It ain't even nobody you can even compare to him from that era, from his era. Maybe Marvin Gaye or somebody from a previous era, but Luther's god damn, man. Luther was the GOAT, man. Yeah, Barry White, man. Barry White was a bad motherfucker, man. I caught Barry White when he came back the second time around, man. With that seeking secret garden, man. In the garden, when temptation feels so right. What's that other Johnny had? Here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. Telling me this and telling me that. Once I get with you, I'll never go back. Said there's a lesson that you wanna teach. Here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. Yeah, I miss Smokey, but Smokey a bad motherfucker, man. Smokey wrote, he was the lead writer for Motown, man. So most of them hits on Motown, he wrote that shit, man. Smokey was a bad motherfucking writer, man. His pen game was ridiculous, man. And he was a hell of a performer. But Smokey's pen was ridiculous. Yeah, man. We got on the music shit, man. I mean, yeah, I like the Commodores, man. One of my producers I worked with back in the early 2000s, man. He was from Tuskegee, Alabama, man. And he toured with the Commodores, man. My boy Daryl Jones, man. That motherfucker was a bad musician, man. God damn, he was a bad motherfucker, man. Um, and Marvin Gaye, he from Washington D.C., man. Marvin Gaye, man. Yeah, you know what I like? I like Confunction, man. Confunction, that was like one of my favorite old school groups, man. Confunction, their sound, man. Something about their sound, man. That shit just goddamn. That sound, that Confunction sound, man. That sound just something about it, man. I don't know what it is, but I love that Confunction sound, man. That dude says, "God, stupid, man. God damn it, man." Yeah, Love Train, man. That's Love Train, probably one of the best songs ever, man. When they make them list of the top 100 songs of all time, man, Love Train got to be in the fucking running, man. That got to be in the running. We got to be in the running for making that list. It might not make it, but it got to be in the running, man. Love Train is like the perfect song, man. Yeah, I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, man. Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire, man. Yeah, they definitely, man, without a doubt. Without a doubt, man. But I like Confunction more than Earth, Wind, and Fire, even though Earth, Wind, and Fire is like they they like, oh no, man. When Earth, Wind, and Fire is on, they probably like when they on. See, I like Frankie Beverly and Maze too, man. See, don't get me wrong, I love Earth, Wind, and Fire because they great. But it's a lot of groups from that era that I like more. I like Frankie Beverly and Maze. I grew up on Frankie Beverly and Maze. That's all my mother used to play that shit all the time, man. Frankie Beverly and Maze. Silky, silky souls in the. That shit was Frankie Beverly and Maze, man. I grew up on that, man. Oh yeah, Sade. Of course, I grew up on Sade. I grew up on Sade, Anita Baker, Frankie Beverly, Tina Turner, Michael Franks. Y'all don't know who Michael Franks is, right? I know y'all don't know who Michael Franks is, man. If y'all ever get a chance, man, it's this white dude named Michael Franks, man. My mother used to play this shit all the time, man. Michael Franks was a bad motherfucker, man. Um, and the, you know, he was a bad motherfucker, man. Michael Franks, man. Man. Let me find a good picture of him. All these pictures he look weird in, man. Yeah, Michael Franks is a bad motherfucker, man. That motherfucker right there, he was a bad motherfucker, boy. I tell you, man, that motherfucker's voice, I still ain't found nobody sound like him, man. That he had a voice, man. From George Benson, you know who? Yeah, shout out to George Benson, man. On Broadway. But listen, man, I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna get the show started, man. Make sure you hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Support the channel. Um, it was one more that, man. This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here. When you talk about voices, this motherfucker right here, Al Jarreau, that motherfucker had a voice, man. He was talented, Jack. That motherfucker was talented. It's so many people from that era, man. Yeah, Al Jarreau was a bad motherfucker. If you ever get a chance, man, listen to these motherfuckers, man. He did the theme song for Moonlight. Yeah. He was a bad motherfucker. You heard me? Yeah, man. That's the type of stuff I grew up on, man, in the 80s, man. I mean, yes, that's right. Some walk by night. Of course, the Gap Band, yeah, man. It's so many, man. We go on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, I like the Gap Band more than I like Earth, Wind, and Fire, but Earth, Wind, and Fire is iconic. But the Gap Band, man, their sound, man. You know how bands got a sound where you just know it's them as soon as they start playing? That Gap Band sound is, whoo. Yeah, the whispers. Yeah, the whispers. I love the whispers, man. I love the whispers, man. I love the whispers. I love the whispers, man. That's why I say it's too many groups to name, man. And the beat goes on, just like my love, on and on. Beat goes on. It's too many. It's too many groups, man. It's too many groups to name, man. My God. The other day, man, I found myself listening to some fucking Paul Abdul, man. I was listening to Paul Abdul. I was rocking out to some Paul Abdul, man. Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite songs, man. Tom Brown, Jamaica Funk. That's what it was. Let it get into you. Um, mm, mm, mm. Coming from Jamaica. I always thought that he. I didn't know that he was. I didn't know that that guy was from fucking Jamaica Queens, man. I grew up thinking that it was Jamaican music, man. I never fucking realized that song was about Jamaica Queens, man. I always when I was a little kid, I thought it was about Jamaica because it sounded like a Jamaican song. You know what I'm saying? That song is that when they talking about Jamaica funk, they talking about Jamaica Queens, man. They not talking about Jamaica the country. They talking about Jamaica Queens. I had no idea that's what they was talking about when I was a kid. That whole song tough. That's the first rap song, man. That's the first mainstream rap song. Go listen to that again. That's the first mainstream rap song, Jamaica Funk. That's the first mainstream rap song. Go listen to it again, man. Them dudes is rapping on that joint, man. Let it, let it get into you. Jamaica Funk. That's what it was. Coming from Jamaica. Can you feel it? The girl who sing that, she just passed away. Um, is the lead singer of that song? She just passed away recently, man. Um, was it Tony something? Forgot her name. She was a bad motherfucker. She never became a star, but the she 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 left everything on that one track, man. She put her whole career into that one track, man. Yeah, I'm telling me, yeah, so many groups, man. We could be here all night talking about that shit, man. Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs, man. I listen to this all the time, man. I listen to this song, man. I listen to this song at least I listen to this song a lot, man. It make you a better songwriter. This song right here, it make you a better got so much going on, man. Yeah, Prince is like Janet, man. Prince is in a whole nother stratosphere. Prince is like, like Prince don't even belong in these conversations we talking about. Prince is in a, like, he belonged with like Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, people like that, that are above all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Prince doesn't even. Yeah, Prince is like a guy. I knew a guy, and I'm talking about this is a straight dude. He's not no homo. He's a straight dude. He liked girls, and he dressed, and he had all the drip back in the day, and he wasn't no fucking chump. He was just a regular guy. I remember one time I went over his house one day. We like hooked school or something, and we was over his house. And this motherfucker had a shrine to Prince in his basement. Not just like the albums and shit. He had a shrine. This was like 93, 92 or something. This nigga had a shrine. Like he had like the shit fucking figurines and fucking album covers and posters and velvet and shit. It was just like a fucking shrine in his basement to Prince. And I knew he had liked Prince. I knew he loved Prince. Don't get me wrong. I knew that. It wasn't surprised that he liked Prince. But when I saw his shrine, I was like, yo, what the fuck? The fuck is this? Yeah, man, that nigga Prince, man. When I seen that show, I was like, oh my god, I was like, what the fuck? Nah, I wasn't on Prince like that, Jack. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I got on Prince later, like Diamonds and Pearls, like around the Diamonds and Pearls era. That's when I started getting on Prince, and then he just went away. But then I started listening to his old stuff, you know. And don't get me wrong, I was aware of Prince the whole time, but he was just weird to me. I thought he was a weirdo. He had a couple songs that you gotta love. His hits and shit. Don't get me wrong, but I never bought a Prince album. But all his hits was fucking ridiculous, man. Everything he put on the radio was ridiculous, man. But I never bought a Prince album, no. But I know that he's a god. He's a god. He's a music god. He's not even in the same realm with everybody else. He's a god. Um yeah, man. Let me get started, man. Salute, man. Coming from Jamaica and feel it. Let it get into you. That's what it was. You said think change to a dark theme. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do need to do that, man. The dark theme is. I don't think they got that on here though. I don't think they got that on here, man. Jamaica funk. That's what it was. Settings dark theme. I don't see it, man. This one they don't have it for StreamYard, man. Yeah, man. Usually they have these things, man. That's crazy, man. Usually they have it. It's easy. Yeah, I don't see it, man. I don't see that shit. Um, that's what it was. Let it get into you.
Very hurtful.
Emporia police say a call for shots fired inside the restaurant came into 911 communications around 8:30 Wednesday night. Police arrive, go inside, and find the owner dead.
He had multiple gunshot wounds.
Then they locate the son.
Multiple gunshot wounds to him. He was flown out to VCU Medical Center.
Police say the son is able to give them valuable information.
He was able to give description of the suspect.
For those who ate at this restaurant regularly, the shootings and death, they say, since.
Wow. Goddamn tigers got hit up, man. That's the jankiest looking Chinese restaurant. You know they got some good food. These the best Chinese restaurants to go to, man. These little hole in the wall ones, where they real rude and shit. You go in there, they act like they mad you came in there. What you want? What you want? Okay, four wing. Fries or fish fry? Fries. Okay. Steak and cheese? Everything on? Everything on? Everything on it. Okay. All right. You ought to be up in 5 minutes. 1948. Gotta. And then when you come back to get your shit, they just throw it at you. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Neil. Those the best ones, man. They got the best food, man. If they nice, man, their food suck, man. You gotta go in there, man, where they mean at, man.
Gunshot wounds to him. He was flown out to VCU Medical Center.
Police say the son is able to give them valuable information.
He was able to give description of the suspect.
For those who ate at this restaurant regularly, the shootings and death, they say, senseless.
The last time I was here, he told me the father wanted to retire and sell the business, and now he's passed away. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's very sad.
It's like so senseless.
Jackie Dickens drives.
You know you in the country. That's the country right there. Everybody fat. Everybody fat in the country, man. These people, all these people in their 50s, man. These people in their 50s, man.
Very sad.
It's like so senseless.
Jackie Dickens drives 30 minutes just to eat here.
So my son introduced me to this place years ago, and he knew them from Franklin, Virginia.
About 12 hours after the shootings, Emporia police went to this mobile home and they arrested Sean Rice. His charges include first-degree murder, use of a firearm.
Yo, that's a fucking trailer park. They got black people in the trailer park. Uh-oh. Because listen, trailer parks aren't usually violent, man. Now you got black folk in trailer parks. Goddamn, watch out, man. Damn. You got black folk living in trailer parks now. Fuck. Sean Rice, yeah, that's that name. That's troubling, man. I'm troubled by that name.
Virginia.
About 12 hours after the shootings, Emporia police went to this mobile home and they arrested Sean Rice. His charges include first-degree murder, use of a firearm by a felon, and aggravated malicious wounding. While police believe robbery was the motive, they also say the suspect used to work at the restaurant.
He was a former employee of China Garden, and what I understand, he was fired from employment about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, man, you fired, son, man. You in trouble, Jack. Don't go on fire. Don't be going to fire them sons, man. I don't know, man. Sean Rice might not be a son, man. I'm hoping, man. You will get Sean the benefit of the doubt, man. Don't be firing no son, man, though, man. You know the best way to avoid having to fire a son, man? Chat, help me out. What's the best way to avoid having to fire a son, man? Chat. What's the best way to avoid having to fire a son, man? Chat. He's so stupid, man. Yeah, don't hire him, man. Don't hire him in the first place, man. Listen, man, I never seen no Chinese store that had no black people working in, man. I don't know what the fuck these tigers were thinking about, man. Listen, man, you go to every single Chinese food store in the DMV area. Anybody here from the DMV, man? Hit one of you from the DMV, man. Anybody in here from the DMV, man? Listen, man. I ain't never, ever seen no Negro working in no carryout, man. And I mean never. Ever. He said the DM. Nah. Not the Bob in the motor vehicle, man. No. I ain't never seen no son man working at the goddamn carryout. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers was thinking about.
Rise. His charges include first-degree murder, use of a firearm by a felon, and aggravated malicious wounding. While police believe robbery was the motive, they also say the suspect used to work at the restaurant.
He was a former employee at China Garden, and what I understand, he was fired from employment about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Almost everyone I spoke to said they knew the family so well, they're shocked by what has happened, and they all say they just wish the suspect would have taken the money and gone. In Emporia, Wayne Koval, CBS 6 News.
In Aurora, Colorado, a 14-year-old boy, Jordell Richardson, was shot by the Colorado police. And in other words, the Aurora police murdered.
Bitch, you don't give a fuck. Bitch. I wish I could leave you alone. I wish we could bring this kid back to life and just leave her in a room along with this kid, man. Press what, man? I wish we could bring this little fucking kid back to life, man, and lock her in a room with him.
In Aurora, Colorado, a 14-year-old boy, Jordell Richardson, was shot by the Colorado police. And in other words, the Aurora police murdered a young boy, 14 years old. There he is. Jordell was shot in the stomach after he was followed on foot. This was a foot chase where officers thought that he had a handgun. Jordell is heard screaming after the shot is fired and is yelling, actually, "I'm sorry, I'm done, help me. Take me to the hospital, I can't breathe, help." Now, the reason we're not showing you the footage and we're showing you stills is, again, this is a 14-year-old boy. And so there are different restrictions on what we can show you. And again, far too often, underage Black kids are being targeted.
She couldn't even get that shit out right. She can't even, she must have went to church today, man. She can't even lie.
And again, far too often, underage Black kids are being targeted by the police. Now, what happened? I want to give you a little bit.
Far too often, underage Black kids are being targeted by the police. How do these people, man? I hate these people, man. I wish harm on these people, man.
Again, far too often, underage Black kids are being targeted by the police. Now, what happened? I want to give you a little bit of we'll get into exactly what happened, actually. Why don't we just jump down to the next graphic. Following the shooting, the police say he was involved in an armed robbery at a convenience store where he
Yeah, police has made that up, man. Police say, because that's not really what happened. It's just the police saying it, man. The police just said that, man. There's no victims on the other end of that. It's just the police saying it, man. Yeah, man. That's how police do, man. They just be saying, "Hey, man. Hey, 14-year-old, man. You robbed this business, man." That's policing, man. That's how policing works, man. They just go around and pin fake crimes, erroneous crimes on 14-year-olds,
Why don't we just jump down to the next graphic? Following the shooting, the police say he was involved in an armed robbery at a convenience store where he flashed a pellet gun at a clerk. He and a few other teens reportedly stole vape canisters from the store During the time police chased and shot Jordell, officers didn't know he had committed a robbery. Police Chief Acevedo said the pellet gun the teen carried looked like an HK USP 9mm handgun. Okay, so that is why they were chasing him in the first place.
Yeah, and if you would have put that pellet gun in your head, you would have fucking shit on yourself. You would have shit on yourself. You'd have been fucking duck walking and you'd been wobbling back to your fucking. Well, you'd have took your car. You've been wobbling back to wherever the fuck, to the fucking payphone or wherever the fuck, and you took your cell phone too. Yeah, poop all up in your stuff. Ew.
Okay, so that is why they were chasing him in the first place. There was reports of a robbery. And so then let's go back to exactly what happened. So he's on the ground, he's been shot. He says, take me to the hospital, I can't breathe. You got Officer Cruzazeka, then calls for medical assistance and reports that shots were fired. While breathing hard, Jordell says, they made me do it. I didn't know who they were, they made me do it. While Snap handcuffs Jordell, that's another officer.
Well, they have to handcuff you because you're still a risk to harm them. They always, I can't believe it's 2023 and they don't know that. Even after they shoot you, they still handcuff you. You're supposed to know that by now. This ain't supposed to be a story every time we do one of these stories. And they handcuffed them. By now, you know that's the protocol. They handcuff you because you're still a fucking danger to them. You were just running with a gun. They're going to give you first aid, but they have to handcuff you.
Well, the teen is unresponsive. He's been shot. They handcuff him after he's been shot. The teen is unresponsive. One officer searches him, and a moment later, both decide to start CPR. The officer Snap urges Jordell to stay awake, as if that helped or ever worked. And then an EMS arrives to transport Jordell, who later, died of his injuries at a hospital. So again, this is all because he had a pellet gun and they thought he robbed a convenience store. He's there saying, they made me do it. Please stop, take me to the hospital.
Yeah, me do it. The key part of that phrase, you fucking rabbit whore, me do it. The key part is me do it.
Had a pellet gun and they thought he robbed a convenience store. He's there saying, they made me do it. Please stop, take me to the hospital. I'm done. Mondale, before we get into the response from the families, just wanted to kick it to you.
Yeah, I think, when we continue to
This fucking guy again.
See police officers act in this manner where they shoot first. First of all, let's remember that it is legal to have a gun in Colorado, and it's already obvious to us that they didn't know that this kid had a toy gun or a real gun.
Not at 14, you fucking moron. Not at 14, you fucking moron.
Because that.
And not at 14, you fucking moron.
The information about them and the robbery was not privy to the officers at the time of the chase. What we do know, though, the officers' attitude told us exactly what their motives were. This officer said before they even saw the kids, they just saw suspicious acts from the kids, them being in hoodies and masks. And one of the officers said, I'm gonna light his ass up.
Yes.
What are you implying when you say that? What are your intentions? This is even before you knew what that kid had in their arm. Also, you didn't know how old this kid was, so he could have been a law-abiding citizen carrying a firearm because Colorado allows for people to carry firearms if you're 18. So killing this kid, murder.
They never give white people, you know what I'm saying? When a white person make a mistake, they don't get all this benefit of the doubt. If you a white person, man, and you don't hold the door open for a black person, man. You just going about your day. You go through the door. You don't even see the black person behind you. Man, you in trouble with these folks, man. Yeah, they give all types of fucking leeway to some people, man. These people are fucking racist, man. God damn. These some racist motherfuckers, man. God damn. How racist can you be, man?
Murdering this kid is exactly what happened, and they continue to say it completely different. And that is the sad part about this.
Yeah, absolutely. They said we're gonna light him up so there's conflicting reports, right? It's like, did they know that this was a robbery? It seems like some of them did, and then, or as they were apprehending him, they found out there was a robbery, and that's when he said, I'm gonna light him up. Now, I want everyone to remember, he was not even running away from the police as
Bitch, you weren't there. Why is she acting like she was there? Look at the length she's going through to fucking defend some little fucking goddamn teen gremlin and shit. I hate these people, man.
cowardly as that would have been to shoot at someone, right? He was already apprehended and he was shot in the stomach. Are we gonna see another, I thought it was my taser excuse? Like, honestly, I don't know what the excuse is there. You've got him. He's a 14-year-old kid. There's multiple officers. You have him. Now, okay, a little bit more context, and then the response from his family. So 2 other 14-year-olds were also taken into custody, thankfully not murdered, and face false imprisonment and aggravated robbery charges. Police have identified other suspects who fled in a stolen Kia Sedona minivan, but have yet to apprehend them. The response from Jordell's family, Jordell Richardson is his name. Attorneys for Jordell's family said that his family's, quote, traumatized by the shooting and the death of the boy they love. And they're left with more questions than answers after viewing the videos. Acevedo, who is the police chief, apparently told family members that Jordell didn't suffer before he died, which the family found insulting. During the news conference, Acevedo confirmed, that he told the family that. And Gruzazeka has been placed on administrative leave pending an ongoing investigation into the shooting of Jordell. Right, again, paid administrative leave once again, and want to bet he feared for his life once there's a pellet gun.
Yeah, he feared for his life. The same way you fear for your life if that fucking same 14-year-old looked at you hard. If he gave this bitch a cold stare, she'd be fucking mortified.
Del, you said it, right? How do they know? You're chasing a kid. How do they know he is 18 or not, right? Like, that. If it's legal to carry a gun, as it is in Colorado, then what are we doing here, right? Are all your rights waived when there is some presumption or suspicion of a non-violent criminal offense like stealing vape canisters? I don't think so.
A non-violent criminal offense like stealing vape canisters. A non-violent criminal offense.
I don't think you lose your life for that. But again, when you are Black in this country, that is, it is a death sentence when dealing with the police. Whereas if you're white, and we covered on this show so many times, you're strung out on drugs. What was that? A man in a suit the other day we covered? A guy in a suit strung out on fentanyl in his car, or something of the sort. He's gingerly woken up, sort of, almost like making sure he's fine. Hey, that stuff is dangerous. No one's pulling a gun on him. No one's chasing him. Anyway, we will see. There's got to be more to this, but any last thoughts, Mondale?
Yeah, I think we're obligated in this country to continue to play that we're naive and don't understand the problems with policing, or acknowledge that policing in this country does not work. First, it does not lower crime. We spend more money on police, the institution of policing, than we do on getting people service or fed or housed in this country. And I think we see the repercussions. Of that every time a Black person has an interaction with the biased cop.
Yes.
Every time a Black person has an interaction with a biased cop, they get killed. Salute the Glacier Glider greatness, man. Shout out to Ak and the mods. Triple G here. Chat has me rolling. No one ever blames mom and dad, but blames the cop for the crime. Democrat logic. I don't listen. I go even further, man. I blame the kid for the crime because I know that 99.999% of chance they don't fucking die when they commit crimes. I blame the kid for the crime. Because 99.999999999 times they don't die. This shit is so rare for one of these motherfuckers to die while they committing crimes. That robbery, that crew in Oakland we covered the other day that did the fucking, 30? It was 9 teens, did 35 robberies. None of them died. Chicago every week, DC every week, some fucking crew of teens is committing fucking 20 robberies in 9 hours. None of those fucking kids ever die. Salute to Glacier Glider Greatness, man.
Day 2 in a murder trial for 2 of the 5 men charged in the shootout that killed a 15-year-old girl resumed today. She was caught in the crossfire in Richmond while walking home from a store. Our Cameron Thompson's been in court for both days. And Cam, what did we learn today?
Well, Bill, more witnesses for the prosecution as they have broke for the day about 30 minutes ago. In total, 11 witnesses on day 2, a total of 15 over these first 2 days as prosecutors are trying to build their case. But at the same time, defense trying to press these witnesses for what they are not presenting. Just resetting, as you said, right now, 5 men charged in the September 12th, 2022 shooting near Gilpin Court. 2 of them on trial right now, Tyree Coley and Savon Henderson.
Some rough-looking cats, man. Let me guess, man. I wonder what she would say to defend these guys, man. Salute to Deluxe 247, a.k.a. Cal Ripken, a.k.a. the real MVP, coming through once again.
Prosecutors say all the suspects are either associated or actual gang members, and that night shot from 2 cars towards someone they had a beef with, and that person eventually returned fire. 15-year-old Tynasia Humphrey was an innocent bystander walking home from the store and caught in the crossfire, and a medical examiner said that she was shot in the back and killed by that. Prosecutors say she was running away from those 2 cars. Prosecutors called several more witnesses today, including that intended target who described returning fire and says he never fired in the direction of where Humphrey was. However, the defense has continued to press witnesses about how no one has said that they saw any of the suspects commit or even at the scene of the shooting, even the alleged intended target. They also have questioned the quality and reliability of surveillance video, which shows some of the suspects together before and after the shooting, but not during, and forensic evidence, including how neither defendant on trial was considered an option with valid DNA samples. Now, the trial, as I mentioned, has wrapped up for day 2. We might see 1 or 2 witnesses tomorrow to finish up the prosecution's case, including an FBI special agent who will testify to cell phone data, which one would assume they would use to try and place them at the scene of the shooting, as no witnesses testify to that on the eyewitness side of things. The defense have said they do not intend to call any witnesses themselves. Trial is set to resume tomorrow at 9. In Richmond, Cameron Thompson, CBS.
Y'all sound like these guys might have a chance to beat this case, man. And we know they did it, but they might have a chance to beat this shit, man. A lot of dudes beat murders, man. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of dudes beat murders. A lot. A lot of dudes beat murders, man. Okay? A lot of dudes beat murders, man. You'll be surprised, man. And you'll be surprised how little time people get for let me just show you this one right quick. Let me show you something. This and make sure you hit the PayPal Cash App Super Chat. You only get this here, man. No one even comes close, man. No one even comes close. Let me show you this, man. All right. So we got on May 19th, DC Superior Court Judge Anthony Epstein, Juice Crew, baby, sentenced the man who committed 4 murders. 4. On May 19th, D.C. Superior Court Judge Anthony Epstein sentenced the man who committed 4 murders in the 1990s to 12 years in jail. Not enough to satisfy many grieving family members. 4 murders, 12 years. Four murders, 12 years. Oh, this happens all the time in DC. All the time. I think y'all see the Young Turks ain't gonna talk about this, man. Carl Pinckney, also known as Michael Green, 52, was charged with first-degree murder and kidnapping for his involvement in the murders of 29-year-old Curtis Pixley, 26-year-old Keith Simmons, and 23-year-old Samantha Gillard. The incident took place on April 23rd, 1991, on the 1800 block of Franklin Street Northeast. A drug deal gone wrong. Pinckney was also charged with first-degree murder for his involvement in the fatal stabbing of 40-year-old Gregory Scott Young on July 17, 1999. Both sets of killings had gone unsolved until 2015 and 2016, when Pinckney decided to go to the Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Branch and tell them of his involvement in assisting Benito Valdez, 52, to commit the murders. So he admitted, he came in and admitted that he was involved with those murders almost 25 years after one and like 15 years after the other. So this was a plea deal. Yeah, man. 12 years for 4 murders. And it goes on. It's just like that, man. Salute to Jordan Turner. He said, so why come when some people kill people, it not be good, but when white people do it too, it be good? Make sense. Because white people know better, man. White people know better, man. Come on, man. White people know better, man. White people know better, man. White people good, man. We know that they know, they think black people not good, man. Look at this one. They catching these people on all these old murders. D.C. Superior Court Judge Michael O'Keefe said he was willing to let a homicide defendant serve home confinement from his home in Florida in a hearing on April 21st. Ron White, 48, is charged with first-degree murder while armed in connection to the death of 19-year-old Ricardo Burbano on March 31st, 1992 on the 100th block of Q Street Northwest. Metropolitan Police Department discovered Burbano's body wrapped in a plastic sheet and a bed comforter with a cord around his neck, thighs, and ankles on the 900 block of Chilling Road in Hyattsville. Wow. So they caught this dude for a murder in 1992. Now he lives in Florida, and they're going to let him do his time, and they're going to let him do his home confinement in Florida. They're not even going to bring him back to D.C. Yikes. Damn. They cleaning up a lot of these old murders, though. You can say that much. Let's see this one. I'm telling you, man. What's up? What's up, man? What's happening? What's up?
What's going on, my guy?
Hold on. Oh, goddamn. What's up?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. What's going on, my guy?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm hanging, man. What's good?
Same old shit.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make old boy do his time at home?
Yeah, they gonna let him do his time in the crib, man.
Golly.
DC, this is another one. DC Superior Court Judge Rainey Brandt accepted a conditional plea deal after the son and brother of a homicide the victim gave in-court statements. Nelson Davis, 19, is charged with second-degree murder while armed and possession of a firearm during a crime of violence allegedly committed during release for allegedly shooting 45-year-old Jason Ford on the 1700 block of West Virginia Avenue Northeast. Davis entered into the plea agreement on April 13th that would reduce the charge to voluntary manslaughter while armed if accepted by Brandt. However, Ford's son and brother gave victim impact statements saying they were unhappy with the proposed deal. Ford's son said the maximum sentence of 12 years in the deal is not enough to rehabilitate Davis and that he needs to be held accountable as the man who murdered his father. David would face a maximum 30-year sentence if the case went to trial. So this judge accepted this plea deal. So this
I'm saying, but how long ago was the murder though?
In June 25th, 2022.
Oh, that was recent. Fuck now, man. Get out 30 years, man.
He giving this dude a plea deal with the maximum. So the maximum sentence is 12 years.
Yeah, so you're probably gonna get like 6 years, 5 years.
Yeah. See, this is a lot of people don't understand, man. Like they hear people, they don't understand that these guys, the only people that really get slammed, put like this, dudes do get life sentences and stuff, but it's not like a guarantee. Like a lot of dudes commit murders, especially in Democrat cities like DC, and they get to do their time at home, or they get to
that's crazy.
They get 12 years, a maximum sentence.
That's just wild. That's just wild.
Yeah, but almost every homicide case in DC is some bullshit with it, man. It's something with it, man. It's something with it. It's something with it. All these cases is something with it in places in these democratically run cities, man. They don't just smoke brothers' boots like you think they do. Like they try to make it seem like this one. How is he still out? This is absolutely unfair and a slap in the face to my entire family and Dacia's loved ones, a victim's mother said during a motion hearing over WebEx on March 28th. 19-year-old Gerald Thomas is charged with second-degree murder while armed for his alleged involvement in a shooting that left 4 victims injured, a mass shooting, and 20-year-old Dasha Cleary dead. The shooting occurred on January 27, 2022 at a Days Inn hotel located on the 4400 block of Connecticut Avenue. Thomas is currently under total home confinement and GPS monitoring in connection to the shooting. So this guy did a mass shooting.
He's at the crib.
And he's at the crib chilling. See what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just going through every recent murder case in DC. This is what, the 4th one, and they all been some bullshit, right?
Yeah, some bracelet out with the crib, all type of crazy shit.
During the hearing, the prosecution renewed a request to revoke a previous release order and asked for Thomas to be jailed based on recent indictments for drug-related charges. So he's been out there doing his thing, man. Wow. This cat did a mass shooting and he's home.
Yo, I remember back in the days, they used to smoke dudes for like, they used to just give dudes time like 17, 18, 24, 20. Like, it used to be time. They used to give dudes time back in the day. Now, I guess you can stay at the crib now and get a bracelet.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Wow. Woo. Let's get back to the fuckery. God dog, man. Shit. Salute the Lord Betty. She's Op Nation, #1 best of YouTube. Tracy Chapman, give me one reason to stay here. Op Nation News. Yeah, shout out to Tracy Chapman, man.
Hell yeah, nobody doing like you, bro. No bullshit.
Man, salute, man. Yeah, man. Let's get back to the fuckery, man. So these guys, I think these guys gonna get off, man. And when you listen to this evidence, man, listen, man, these guys might get off.
Well, Bill, more witnesses for the prosecution as they have broke for the day about 30 minutes ago. In total, 11 witnesses on day 2, a total of 15 over these first 2 days as prosecutors are trying to build their case. But at the same time, defense trying to press these witnesses for what they are not presenting. Just resetting, as you said, right now, 5 men charged in the September 12, 2022 shooting near Gilpin Court. 2 of them on trial right now, Tyree Coley and Savon Henderson. Prosecutors say all the suspects are either associated or actual gang members, and that night shot from 2 cars towards someone they had a beef with, and that person eventually returned fire. 15-year-old Tynasia Humphrey was an innocent bystander walking home from the store and caught in the crossfire. And a medical examiner said that she was shot in the back and killed by that. Prosecutors say she was running away from those 2 cars. Prosecutors called several more witnesses today, including that intended target who described returning fire and says he never fired in the direction of where Humphrey was. However, the defense has continued to press witnesses about how no one has said that they saw any of the suspects commit or even at the scene of the shooting. Even
that's going to be trouble right there. No witnesses.
The alleged intended target.
Even the alleged intended target, he not snitching. He just saying he shot back at a car. He not saying that he actually saw the
and he's trying to tell them that he had nothing to do with the girl dying too.
Exactly. Well, ballistics will say that though, because you know what I'm saying, even his his bullet is in her.
Yeah, the shells. Yeah, they're gonna check all the shells.
But this is This is gonna be a tough one, man. This is how, even when you got snitches in Blackistan, even when you got people cooperating in Blackistan, it's
Just
still
like
very, yeah.
No, I was gonna say just like the story you did yesterday with the teens, them teens that was robbing shit
In Oakland, yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically saying that they don't know if they're gonna press charges and shit. Like what?
Yeah.
I caught them on fucking 3 fucking robberies and a recent one with the old lady or whatever the fuck, and they talking about they don't even know if they're gonna charge them and shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's I know you feel sick, man, because you must have did a lot of shit to get your time, man. Because niggas be getting away with shit.
Yeah. No,
You
and
got
my
away
shit,
with a lot of shit though, did you?
I did a lot of shit, but all my arrests were all for weed and shit, like weight and shit. But you know what I mean? And that's why I be going crazy. Like they gave me time for weed, and these motherfuckers, they let these motherfuckers go left and right on murder, attempted murder, robbery, all type of crazy shit, man. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, they
They also have questioned the quality and reliability of surveillance video, which shows some of the suspects together before and after the shooting, but not during, and forensic evidence, including how neither defendant on trial was considered an option with valid DNA samples. Now, the trial, as I mentioned, has wrapped up for day 2. We might see 1 or 2 witnesses tomorrow to finish up the prosecution's case, including an FBI special agent who will testify to cell phone data, which one would assume they would use to try and place them at the scene of the.
So the only thing they got put them on the scene is cell phone data. They won't have any DNA on the weapon or any body put them on the scene. Any witnesses put them on the scene. This is a good case for them, man. They got a good case.
You might be right. Because they basically saying, yeah, we got their phones. They might be in the area, but they don't know who shot who. You feel me?
Yeah, you can't. It's a reasonable doubt.
The shooting, as no witnesses testify to that on the eyewitness side of things. The defense have said they do not intend to call any witnesses themselves. Trial is set to resume tomorrow at 9. In Richmond, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.
Veronica, we learned this in court today, some pretty interesting information that came from the judge.
Absolutely, that information coming from the judge, very surprising. Now that DDOT worker who's charged with hitting and killing Janice Bauer of Grosse Pointe Park could face up to a year behind bars. She has more than 25 years on the job. Meanwhile, Bauer's loved ones laid her to rest yesterday. Tonight, they're remembering her life. Take a look.
We just want to pass along our sincerest condolences to her family, and she'll be sorely missed.
Pictured here in her obituary, those who knew Janice Bauer remember her as a caring person who spent her life loving the city of Detroit.
That was her mistake right there.
Oh, man. You glad it's taking it in the ass, man.
And she'll be sorely missed.
Pictured here in her obituary, those who knew Janice Bauer remember her as a caring.
She looked like one of the Golden Girls, man.
Yeah, she like one of them good old ladies, man. Shit.
Person who spent her life loving the city of Detroit.
She was one of our best ambassadors. You know, she'd be out in the community talking with her friends, talking with, people who might not have ever come to the Detroit Historical Museum, and suggesting that they visit.
Tracy Irwin of the Detroit Historical Society says Bauer was a member for 25 years and a dedicated volunteer.
Very cheerful. I think Janice is someone that you remember for her smile and her energy, her enthusiasm about Detroit's history.
Bauer's obituary says she also worked for the Suburban Mobility Authority for Regional Transportation, or SMART, as a dependable ADA clerk. But now,
we're so sad to not have her part of our community anymore.
Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy says DDOT bus driver Geraldine Johnson ran Bauer over with a bus as Bauer crossed the street.
Yeah, she don't even look sympathetic in the fucking. Golly, she just looks stone cold and shit, man. Damn.
Like, man, Herbie give me a bomb so I go back. She thinks she going back to work the next day, man.
Real shit.
Sons be, man. We be whacking some shit out here, man. We dangerous. But the narrative, it's not even that we doing this shit. It's the fact that the narrative is what it is by the mainstream media. That like we just victims, dainty little victims, and everybody always fucking with us 24/7. We can't catch a break. And then the real story is just so much different. It's just crazy.
Ever part of our community anymore.
Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy says DDOT bus driver Geraldine Johnson ran Bauer over with a bus as Bauer crossed the street. Investigators say Johnson hit Bauer while turning left at the intersection of Griswold and West Congress back on June 2nd. Then on Wednesday in court.
So the court does find you to be a danger.
Johnson's surprising driving record came to light when she went before a judge.
2015, you were involved in a traffic crash resulting in a fatal injury.
Damn, she killed somebody.
What? Yo, they take her license? Yo, what the? Yo, come on, man. This is crazy.
Yo, it's the most unprotected. If there's a black woman, we have to be. We can't express ourselves. We gotta be so. We gotta tamp down our emotions and make sure we don't. Golly, if we make one little mistake, man, the hammer of white supremacy just gonna come down on us. Jesus Christ! It just gets worse and worse. It gets worse and worse every story we do. It just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, real shit. It'll go down. It goes up. Golly.
Oh.
2015, you were involved in a traffic crash resulting in a fatal injury. That there have been crashes either with a bus or your personal vehicle in 2018, 2 in 19, 1 in 20, 1 in 21, 1 in 22.
Yo,
and then we have
wait a
this
minute.
matter today.
Yo, this is some black privilege shit. You don't stop, man. Listen, this lady should have had a license revoked. Oh, like 3 crashes. You got like 6 of them joints. It was like back to back, 21, 22, 20. Man,
unfucking believable, man. I tell you, man. Yikes.
You were involved in a traffic crash resulting in a fatal injury. That there have been crashes either with a bus or your personal vehicle in 2018, 2 in 19, 1 in 20, 1 in 21, 1 in 22, and then we have this matter today.
Geraldine Johnson should not have been still driving a bus, in my opinion. I've handled hundreds of bus accidents over the last 30 years, and I don't know if I've seen quite a disaster of a driving record like this person.
Johnson is now charged with moving violation causing death. That charge, attorney Mike Morris says, is a misdemeanor.
If you have any
wow. Yo, her record is fucked up, and she's killed somebody. It's like, yeah, you know, shit. You might be right, she might think she go back to work tomorrow. Golly.
Salute to Gil B, man. Gil B in the building, man. Shout out to Gil B. He says, thanks for keeping us informed. I mean, it just gets worse, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Like, listen, man, and I'm not complaining about this because as a son, if I fuck around and make a mistake or I gotta whack somebody, man, this is good for me, man. Real shit. Shit, man. Fuck that, man. Keep it like this, man. Don't change it until I get in, you know what I'm saying? If I get in trouble, man. Don't try to be all hard if I get in trouble, man. Don't treat me like a glider, man. I want that Sunman treatment. Oh shit, man. God. Oh.
Real shit. He said, don't change that shit. I want this.
I need this treatment, man. If I think about it, man, like, what she said, 2015, she killed somebody. 2017, 2018, 2019,
2019. It's 7 altogether. 7 altogether.
Every year, she at least one person.
Damn.
And they charge her with a misdemeanor.
You might be right. She might be thinking she's going home tomorrow, going back to work.
She got attitude, man. Get these cuffs off me, man. She got attitude.
Johnson is now charged with moving violation causing death. That charge, attorney Mike Morris says, is a misdemeanor.
If you have any moving violation and cause death, you could be sentenced, if found convicted, up to a year. So this isn't a felony where she could be put in prison for many, many years.
Now, as Johnson awaits her next court date in August, Irwin says we should take away 2 lessons from Bauer's life.
If you have an enthusiasm and an excitement for something, get involved, share your talent, and be part of organizations that you care about, but also live life every day, because obviously we just don't know when that's going to end.
That's the lesson?
That driver received.
Yeah, man.
I want fucking justice from that fucking piece of shit, man. She took away our friend, man. What the fuck?
Right. They not they know it's a black person. You can't talk about black folk like that, man.
No, hell no. That's racist. Yeah, you gotta watch your words and shit.
Yeah, she might have said that if it was a white bus driver.
Received a $100,000 personal bond. Now, meanwhile, she's due back in court in August. The city of Detroit says they're conducting an internal review, and right now she's off the road. Reporting live, we'll send it back to you.
Finally.
Amazing that she was even allowed behind the wheel, like you said. But what does the Secretary of State's office have to say about this?
Yeah, we did reach out to the Secretary of State's office. They said that if you are found to be at fault of hitting and killing somebody, you could face very severe consequences, including losing your license. The Secretary of State said
losing your license.
That's the bad part. You're gonna lose your license. Don't worry about it. You're not going to jail, but you're gonna lose your license.
Oh my God.
is that they do follow Michigan law. Of course, in these cases, the Secretary of State's office says that right now, the law does not call for permanently suspending somebody's driver's license.
The law doesn't call for permanently suspending. Oh, God, my Jesus Christ.
The groups chosen for this pilot program have been working in Detroit neighborhoods for years, some more than a decade. They have been using money out of their own pocket. The ShotStopper program shows that the city is investing $10 million in these organizations as a show of support. For every shooting scene in the city of Detroit, there's a display of heartbreak and hopelessness surrounded by yellow tape.
Individuals didn't start the day planning to shoot somebody, but they were having a gun on them illegally just in case. And a flash of anger turned into a tragedy that changed lives for good.
Months after declaring to reduce gun violence in his city, Mayor Mike Duggan followed.
This is the mayor of Detroit, okay, but look at everybody behind.
Yeah, I'm about to say that, but look at the stretch behind him. Look all sunny.
Yeah, he the only white person in his own fucking room except for her. God damn, man. Jesus Christ.
He said that people didn't wake up in the morning wanting to kill people. I don't think he knows the son that well.
Yeah, he don't know. He don't know the son. He don't know at all, man. Not at all.
Yellow tape.
Individuals didn't start the day planning to shoot somebody, but they were having a gun on them illegally just in case. And a flash of anger turned into a tragedy that changed lives for good.
Months after declaring to reduce gun violence in his city, Mayor Mike Duggan followed through on one of his biggest plans to date. At a rec center on Detroit's west side, he announced the 6 nonprofits which will participate in the ShotStopper initiative, including Detroit 300.
When my mom was murdered, I told her when I was 17, I told her casket that.
You said you stood at your mom's casket after she was murdered. You made a promise to turn your neighborhood around, turn the city around. If she was here now, what would she say about this moment?
Oh man, every day I just look up and every time I get involved in something, even if it's just one senior just tell me good job, I just feel as though, I'm talking to my mom.
Take a look at this map, which shows where the groups will work. The other 5 organizations are Detroit People's Community, New Era Community Connection, Force Detroit, Wayne Metro, Denby Alliance, and Camp Restore, and Detroit Friends and Family. Community member Joyce Tatum works with these groups.
I'm so elated about this, and I am so surprised. It's like this is happening with our city. So yes, I'm surprised and happy.
What are the emotions behind that smile?
Oh, just so I need help, and I got it.
Here's how the Shot Stopper program breaks down. Each contracted group is responsible for improving the quality in their area, known as the CVI zone. The groups will receive $175,000 each. And then there's the incentives. If a group is 10% more successful reducing violence than the city over the course of a quarter, they're receiving $87,500.
That's crazy.
More money.
For nothing. They just dumping all this money. Like, this is, it's like, God damn. This shit. And when they asked him how would his mother feel, he should have said disappointed. Like, Detroit? Like,
yeah.
What?
Thank you, man.
What the fuck, man?
Like, look at this, man. They can forget about these incentives because they ain't bringing crap.
I want to say that.
but the base, this right here, they're $175,000. They gonna eat good off of that, man.
Yeah, but that 87 ain't going. That 87.
Nah, they ain't getting that, man. They cancel Christmas. It's gonna get worse because these programs don't work, man. These programs are literally fucking complete and abject failures. Like 100% failures. They don't fucking work at all.
We have them all through our neighborhoods. I've never seen, and I went through them when I was a kid. I never seen not one of them shits that worked that did anything. And I don't know. It's crazy.
Salute to everybody watching on Ock Nation Gold, man. Salute to everybody watching on Ock Nation News. Salute to everybody watching on Rumble.
$500 bonus or a $175,000 bonus for a 20% improvement. It's funded by President Biden's American Rescue Plan Act. Only 3 were supposed to be chosen, but since 6 proposals were so strong, they added more groups. Detroit City Council President Mary Sheffield, who dedicated her time in office to fighting gun violence, says the plan is to provide resources for mental health, skills training, and conflict resolution.
None of this shit works. None of that shit works. None of it. 0%. Now, those are 3 things that have nothing to do with gun violence. The dudes shooting the guns are not fucking crazy. Them niggas are sane, perfectly sane. They plotting and planning and sneaking up on people and masterminding and shit. Them niggas is sane, man.
Real shit.
God, dog.
They gonna do the same shit tomorrow.
And violence, what they call the conflict resolution. Man, come on, man. Conflict resolution. You want to teach conflict. You got to teach every single person in the city conflict resolution. You can't just teach them that shit and then they opposite they don't have no conflict.
Real shit.
Shit, man. And then conflict resolution don't even work because it's like it go against son nature, man. These are white, unless you have a black person come up with some conflict resolution like theories and shit, like conflict resolution for sons. Because that shit is based on white people. Those principles. Step 1, take a deep breath and count to 20 before you say, man, that shit don't do
that
nothing.
That shit don't work on son at all. At all.
Look the person you're mad in the eye and tell them, brother, I love you. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Gonna smack. They'll be, oh, this nigga's sweet. These niggas soft. These soft ass niggas rob your ass because you get done dirty. You nigga gonna do you dirty now if you try. You try conflict resolution, nigga. Oh, these niggas some bitches. They about to fucking. I gotta press these niggas every time I see them.
Real shit. Real shit. You ain't bullshit.
Niggas ain't, man. You can't, man. They just don't get it, man. They don't get it, man. And hold on. On Rumble, my man Tex47 says, just think how hard up Detroit had to be for bus drivers to give someone with vehicular homicide a chance.
Real
shit. Man. Yeah, man. They the candidates, man. Because she was one of the strongest candidates, which tells you a lot, man.
I'm in office to fighting gun violence. Says the plan is to provide resources for mental health, skills training, and conflict resolution.
We're not allowing government to do this now. We're leaning on organizations now who are embedded in the community, who are going to build relationships, reach out. They have what we call street credibility, right? They know.
God. Them niggas ain't got no street credibility. Them niggas can't stop no fucking crimes and no
Especially
murder.
the young sons too. Nowadays, you ain't stopping them dudes, man, at all.
Hey, they gonna end up like the Baltimore safe streets. They gonna end up getting themselves killed, man. Them niggas in safe streets, they got, man, that 3 of them got killed in 1 year, man.
Know these areas, the unique needs of these zip codes.
The Shot Stopper program will begin on July 1st. The city leaders will evaluate progress on August 1st. On Detroit's West Side, I'm Brandon Hudson, Fox 2 News.
Why am I pulled over right now?
For the accident.
Six time? You want to go 6? Were you just in an accident back there? You sure? Yeah, over there on South Haines Street. I just need to see your driver's license and insurance card, man. Yes, so you were involved in an accident just back there. We have your driver, we have your license plate, your vehicle description, you're on camera, and you have damage on your vehicle, and then you just left the area. So we're just trying to get your information for the accident, and then we'll send you on your way, okay? So I just...
Oh, she's not getting arrested for leaving the scene of that.
I know, this is crazy. Like, and she's giving them an attitude. Nigga, you just got an accident. Man, oh my goodness. Some people, I fucking hate some people. This is crazy, man.
Yo, we got it so good out here. But I do think, though, that playing it like you have it really bad while you got it really good is an effective strategy. Press 1. Because by playing it like you got it, like, oh my God, what was me? You know what I'm saying? It's all fucked up. The people, gliders, who can do anything about it will never look and be like, damn, these motherfuckers got it sweet. We got to do something. Like gliders, if gliders knew how good Sons had it, they would be jealous.
Yeah, real shit.
And jealousy is a real thing. Jealousy can make a motherfucker want to hate on you, you know what I'm saying? Like gliders would hate on us if they knew how good we got it. So having them think that, oh my God, every time I turn around, like I can't go 2 steps without somebody fucking with me because I'm black and shit. And if I'm 2 cents short at the store, the goddamn lady behind the counter gonna call me a nigga and throw me out on my ass, and then the cop gonna fucking come arrest me for making the lady throw me out of the store on my ass. It's just like if you present that type of image, people won't look at what's really going on. And we got it so good. We got it. We winning out here.
South Haines Street. I just need to see your driver's license and insurance card, man. Yes, so you were involved in an accident just back there. We have your driver, we have your license plate, your vehicle description, you're on camera, and you have damage on your vehicle, and then you just left the area. So we're just trying to get your information for the accident, and then we'll send you on your way, okay? So I just need to see your driver's license and your insurance card.
Girl, why is you trying to open my door?
Ma'am, you need to give us your driver's license and your insurance card.
No right. You would have no right to be. My father, she trying to.
Ma'am, don't turn this into something that you don't need it to be, okay? Let me tell you
You're
something.
turning it into something.
Ma'am,
why did you
we need
pull
to
me
take,
over?
I already explained that
Why
to
did
you. We
you
need
pull
your
me over?
driver's license
Why did you
and
pull
your
me over?
insurance card, or what's going to happen is you're going to end up going to jail. I already explained. Do you want me to explain to you for the 3rd time? Okay. You were involved in an accident on South Haines Street. You left the scene of that accident. We have your license plate. You have damage to your vehicle. We need your driver's license and your insurance card for the accident report, and then we can send you on your way. If you refuse that, you can go to jail. So it's your choice.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
I'm just asking for your driver's license and your insurance card. That's all you got to do.
So
Do you have that on you?
What accident are you talking about?
The one that you were just involved in. Now, you don't have to keep doing this.
Okay, we can. We're gonna continue. You pulled me over for what?
You want me to explain it to you for the 5th time?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why you ain't get on me back in.
For the 5th time,
So wait.
you were involved in
Went
an
back
accident.
there.
You
So
fled
why
the
you
scene,
didn't get on me back
and
in?
now you're refusing to give me your driver's
Why you
license
didn't
and
get
your
on me back
insurance
there?
card. So I need to
Why
see
you
your
didn't get on
driver's
me back
license and your insurance.
She's like a child, man. The average Sun person during a traffic stop, they devolve into a child. little girl. She's like, I mean, it's just.
I just see a lot of privilege right here because she's like, basically, I'm not putting on. She just hit somebody, left, and he talked to her. He told her 5 different times what she fucking just did.
Yeah, she's supposed to be shaking in her boots right now.
Yeah, because we scared of cops and shit.
Yeah. Oh shit, they caught me. She's like, why you ain't get on me earlier? You should have got like what?
Why you caught me back there? Shit.
Yeah, why you ain't pulling me over earlier? Damn, like what the fuck? Oh my god, man. It never stops. Salute the IRS, man. Bobby Earl says a good program for them to start is marksmanship training. Keep the innocent people safe. Listen, man, there's no hope for that, man. Marksmanship only works when you're like steady target, man, like, or you're just like in a controlled setting, man. Sons be shooting at the club.
Yeah.
Sons be shooting at
the beach.
Yeah, sons. The environments we start shooting at are such the festivals, parties, amusement parks. They're not controlled settings. If you go and watch the Olympics and shit when they be doing the shooting, the motherfuckers are sitting there so quiet, like shh.
Real shit.
He eyeing on it, and then the guy's talking all soft in the background. He's locked in on his target. Like, come on, man. Son's shooting up fucking crowded places, man. Ain't no fucking shit going fucking. What's up, Osa?
Hey, what's up, fellas? What's up, Ak? How y'all doing?
What's going on, my guy?
Hey, yo, that whole first of all, this tonight has been wild as shit. What the this? I can't believe, yo, all of this is Twilight Zone shit. Like, wow. I can't believe anything that I've seen tonight. I feel like I'm dreaming. Like I just had to pinch myself. Like, is this for real? But you know that thing with the crime prevention joint. I was just saying this to somebody a couple months ago. I was like, in DC, you know, I saw the article where each murder cost the city $1 million for one murder. So I was like, if somebody was smart, they would just finesse the city and say, hey, if we bring down the murders, even just one, you can get a paycheck.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they don't really have, but the way they freaked it, what is that, Detroit? The way they freaked it, they're getting money in advance. I was telling somebody they should do it. Like, the incentive would be to bring down the murders, then get the money. But whatever. they
winning,
they
man.
freaking them. Yeah, they freaking them over there.
And there's no way they're gonna bring the murders down. No chance.
Exactly.
That's why they tried to put incentives into it. But they probably like, fuck the incentives. We'll just eat off the fucking money you give us up
off the top.
Yeah, that's 6 figures. They're getting 6 figures out the gate.
Yeah, man. This is bizarre. I haven't even done the main story, man. This is just like some people, like, think about it. Oh, so you get in an accident, right? You flee the scene and the cops pull up on you. What are you feeling?
I'd be scared of shit.
Right.
I'd be worried about going to jail. I'd be cooperating like a motherfucker.
I'd be like, yo, I lived my life all wrong, man. I used to be scared, man.
Right.
I'll be like, yo, what happened? For real? Oh my god. Oh shit. Let's get it.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
But look,
just lock me up, man.
yeah, just take me to jail. Right. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, he said, we got you on camera. We got witnesses. We got your vehicle description. You got damage to your car. And she acting like, she said, why you pulled me over?
Yeah. Again, explain to me again.
What planet do we live on, man?
Yeah. Salute to Glacier Glider Greatness. He says Liberia was the best solution we ever had.
Insurance card, or you'll go to jail for obstructing the police. I'll tow your car and impound it. Well, you're going to unlock it for me, or I'm going to break the window. So are you refusing to open your window? Okay. So at this point, you're under arrest. I need you to get out of the car, or I'm going to break the window and take you out. Why are you pulling me over? I already explained it to her past that.
She riding dirty.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
I don't think
She
she got an
riding
L.
dirty.
She got an L, I would think.
Yeah, she don't have the insurance or the license.
Yeah, she riding dirty. It just hit me. She riding dirty as fuck. That's why she
All
doing
right, if
that.
you don't get out of the car, I'm going to break the window. Thank you. Can you turn the car off? Thank you. Can you give me your driver's license and your insurance card?
What you think he's trying to do?
I'm just asking for your driver's license and your insurance card.
Are you dead ass serious? You finna act like that's what you've been asking me for this whole time?
What have I been asking
Shut the fuck up. Like, stop.
Okay, I need your driver's license.
Man, I give you one thing though. She took control of the situation, man. Like she took, like, you can't tell who's the authority.
Right. That's good. Yeah, that's true.
She took control of that cop. Yo. If I was his fucking captain and I saw this, I'd be like, hold on, man. I know she's a bitch and I know she's out of line, but man, we got to do something about you, man. You got to come in, man. Listen, man. You got to take control of these situations, man. She's in total control.
I mean, but what can he do though?
Yeah, he's a white cop. Yeah, he can't do
Yeah, he's
shit.
a white cop. He
But
can't do shit.
I would say we got to find some way to where we got to, something. We got to bring in a team, some kind of fucking group to help us out or something, because this is just bad, man. This doesn't look good, man. It makes other sons, it emboldens other sons, because when sons see this, we like, oh shit.
I'm just asking for your driver's license and your insurance card.
Are you dead ass serious? You finna act like that's what you've been asking me for this whole time?
What have I been asking
Shut the fuck up. Like, stop.
Okay, I need your driver's license and your insurance card. I need your driver's license and your insurance card.
I don't have none of that.
You don't have your license, no your insurance
I don't
card.
have it.
Okay, I need you to step out of the car.
Why?
Because I need you to step out of the car, because now you're under arrest for obstructing the police. Okay? You want to turn that into that? We can turn it into that.
Why are you opening my door?
Right.
Don't touch.
I'm not going to touch
No,
but I need you to give me your driver's license and your insurance.
I am, but don't touch my door. Why are you doing that?
I've explained it to you already.
It don't matter.
Then act like it.
So you need to act like it. Don't touch shit.
Give me your
Why are
driver's
you
license
opening?
and
She
your
said her father or somebody. Can you read her lips?
I am, but don't touch my door. Why are you doing that?
I've explained it to you already.
It don't matter.
Then act.
My father is what?
A judge or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Or why are you doing that?
I've explained it to you already.
It don't matter.
She said someone my father's judge.
A police chief? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. So she went and pulled the carrot and shit. This is what they accuse white women of doing. Like,
right.
Oh my God. So she's.
But if you,
Now,
if you don't got your license or insurance, like, why the fuck would you go through all that bullshit? When you like, yo, officer, my bad, yo, you know what? I fucked up back there. Damn, yo,
Nah,
what I need to do?
That's called accountability. No, we don't.
That's called being a good person.
No, I'm
That's
saying,
right.
I'm saying, but like, okay, right? Like, I got pulled over like 2-3 weeks ago by state troopers, right? I was doing 75 and 60 on the highway. So he pulled me over and shit. I played it cool the whole time. I didn't do none of this crazy shit she's doing. Yo, the dude asked me a simple question. He's like, why was you like speeding in the 60? And why was your car like going in and out? I'm like, sir, this is a rental. This is my, this is not my car. I'm waiting to get him on my new car right now, whatever. He came back to the vehicle. He left, came back, gave me my license. Like, yo, man, just slow down. Keep it moving. It was a white dude.
Yeah, that's most of the time it'd be like that.
That's not even fast though, man.
Yeah, that's not even fast.
Listen, man, I didn't even know they pulled you over for 75, but you must be doing something else, man.
And
He said he was in and out of lanes. He said he was in and out of lanes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they ain't pull you over for no damn 75.
No, they don't play. They don't play in Massachusetts. They'll pull your ass over. And you on the highway,
man.
and it say 60, 65, you do 75, 80, you going, they point your ass over.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they don't play over here.
So you need to act like it. Don't touch shit.
Give me your
Why are
driver's
you
license
opening?
and your insurance card.
Man, what's up? You want to take me?
Shit, she act like she about to fight.
Damn, she said, "What's up?"
Jail,
No, I
take
don't
me
wanna
to jail.
take you
Don't
to jail.
touch me.
Don't step in my face.
Take you to jail without touching you? Well, just meet us at the jail. Then. Follow us, man.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
At this point, just step to the side of the car.
You're under arrest.
What are you saying? Who has privilege again? Who's the Karen again? I'm confused, man.
Don't grab my.
I ain't drunk.
Got a wrist? You got a wrist? No, you got it, Bobby? Bobby, I'm not letting go until you have it.
And resistant.
Oh my god! So some fucking dumbass glider is gonna see this and be like, "What?" Because some people will say that, but some people will say that we retarded though. But a glider with a high IQ gonna see this and be like, "Oh my god! Look at the way they're handling her." Jesus Christ! She's a woman, for God's sake.
And they're gonna ignore the first 5 minutes.
Ain't nobody resisting. You must be a rookie. You must be a rookie. You must be a rookie. Get the fuck out my face. Yeah, happy.
All right, step up. If you want your phone, step on your shoes.
Y'all.
That's fine.
I ain't do nothing to y'all.
That's fine.
Man.
I just don't understand the appeal of being a cop, man. All some people act like this. Like, if you get a son that doesn't act like this, it's rare.
Rare.
Most sons act like this. It's just, why? I don't get it. Why you? Listen, man. Maybe it's just a glider thing.
DNA.
So it's DNA because they just like to be helpful and shit.
That's fine.
I ain't do nothing to y'all.
That's fine.
Man, leave me alone. Y'all have no right to arrest me.
You gotta get in the car.
Man, ouch!
Hop in, let's go.
Because getting her off the street was very. Think about it. She's driving with no license, probably no registration. She just had an accident and she fled the scene. She's batshit crazy and belligerent and violent. Think about how having her on the streets is a potential ticking time bomb for someone else. Say you're a fucking woman, another woman, you get in a car accident with her in a place, right? A real bad car accident. And she hops out of the car and now you guys are arguing. You may get assaulted, get fucked up or whatever. And then just think about the person that gets into a car accident with a regular car accident. You're up shit's creek because she don't have any fucking insurance.
Yeah,
And
real
she's-
shit.
and
Or
she's fleeing the
she
scene.
could kill somebody while she's driving and take off. Like,
Kill somebody. Getting her off the street. These white cops that are removing her from the streets are fucking angels.
Man, leave me alone. Y'all have no right to arrest me.
you gotta get in the car.
Man, ouch!
Hop in, let's go.
Man, get me the fuck out of here. Y'all have no right to arrest me.
You gotta get in the car.
I'm getting arrested? What am I getting arrested for?
Well, you see what you did back there.
He's still talking nice to her.
Well,
He's still patient. That was the patient breath and
We
everything.
tried trolling her though, right?
Yeah, he's being sarcastic.
You gotta get in the car.
I'm getting arrested? What am I getting arrested for?
Well, you see what you did back there is like all sorts not good. We're gonna go to the Joliet Police Department. We have to take your fingerprints and your picture, and then we're gonna release it. Listen to me. Just listen to me, Brittany. And then we'll get you out of here on an I-bond. We'll take you back to, or you can go sit at the Will County Jail with no bond. There's your options. Okay, this started from a simple traffic stop, and you could have just went with the program.
Yeah, right.
Right, but you did.
So he's still giving
her out to get home. What the fuck?
Take her to the Will County Jail, man. Let her ass sit after all she put you through. Let's think about it. This glider's not looking at it. She attempted to get him fired or get him in trouble because here's the thing. That glider can, even still now, someone can look at that tape and be like, and start protesting and marching
Easily.
and put pressure on the police department, and they'll have to fucking react, and it's easier just to fucking fire him and have these fucking apes and these goddamn white liberals hounding you. She's attempted, by acting the way she did, she's kind of like putting his job in jeopardy, man, and his livelihood. So why would you give her a break, man?
I think the whole time, I think the whole time he's giving her a break, even the way he's talking, he wasn't trying to do the shit for the camera, because the way he's talking is like, okay, that's why I'm telling you again. This is the third time. He's just giving her. I don't know.
Man, we just saw them tase a nigga 80 times on a fucking on a fucking body cam the other day, man. I get it that they know the body cam there, but that shit don't really mean nothing like that. You are who you
Out of
are.
here on an I-bond. We'll take you back to, or you can go sit at the Will County Jail with no bond. There's your options. Okay, this started from a simple traffic stop, and you could have just went with the program.
Yeah, right.
Right, but you didn't.
I don't want to go to jail.
No, we don't want you to take you to jail. This is just a misdemeanor.
What?
They always do that.
I would take it right to jail. I swear to God.
They always do that.
You could have fooled me, man. Yo, it's press 1. It seemed like that's the only thing she wanted to do was go to jail.
Right.
It seemed like she was trying to go to jail. It literally
Real
seemed like
shit.
she
Like trying hard.
Yeah, like if you want to go to jail, this is what you do. That's more illuminating though. That illuminates it even more. To think that, because I thought she was trying to go to jail, so she wasn't trying to go to jail. And she's acting like that.
She wasn't sure.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
That's how we think. Like we're just so backwards. We're like, all right, I'm just not gonna give him my license, and because I don't want to go to jail. Or I'm gonna give him a hard time.
When gliders see this, and I just don't know how gliders see this stuff. Do y'all have do gliders have short-term memories?
They're like dogs and shit.
Exactly. You smell like dogs and you memorize like dogs.
God,
they smell like dogs and they got memories like dogs, man.
I'll say best friend.
You motherfuckers, you, man. I mean, like, you can't fucking. How many of these shit you gotta see, man? Fuck. God, dog.
Jail.
No, we don't want you to take you to jail. This is just a misdemeanor. That's
Okay.
That's misdemeanor.
Okay. So I'm not going to jail.
No, this is the police station. This is
Y'all
the Joliet
promise
police.
y'all not finna put me in
Look,
jail.
you're on camera. You're on camera, okay? I can't lie to you on camera.
Yeah, I'm dead ass. I didn't do anything.
Fingerprints and picture, and then we got to do
no,
paperwork.
you're not finna take no.
Brittany,
I didn't do
we have to.
anything.
You're under arrest.
Nope.
It's part of the booking procedure. Listen,
Nope.
listen to me.
Bro,
Listen
take
me.
it to jail.
Y'all finna put me
Do
on the
not
mother.
walk your way into a felony. Okay? Don't do
What?
refusing this is a felony. We're trying to get you out of here.
Jesus Christ. They're trying to get her out of there. She needs to stay in there, Jack.
Right.
Oh my.
Why are we stopping here? We taking it to the county. What the fuck are we doing here, man?
That police is so kind. Here in the Philippines, if you will act like that, you will get kicked in the throat by the police.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
believe it. Yeah.
Third world? Yeah. What about Nigeria? What would happen to her in Nigeria?
She wouldn't have made it. They'd have beat her in the street. She wouldn't have made it nowhere.
Wow.
Late Monday night, police say an officer assigned to track carjackers ended up becoming the target of the same thieves he was trying to catch. It was gunfire, and it led to 2 arrests.
Our Scott Broom is covering Prince George's County tonight. He's got some new exclusive details on the county's war on carjacking.
A residence ring camera here on Oxen Run Drive caught the sound of police gunfire just before midnight Monday. Fuzzy video catching a glimpse of the harrowing moments. It happened as police say an undercover officer in an unmarked car assigned to a special carjacking suppression team spotted not one but two Kias reported stolen nearby. The officer called for backup in a helicopter, then parked his car on the curb here on Oxen Run Drive to watch. Instead, police say the officer became a target for the thieves who had no idea their victim was a police officer.
That's
They're
how
just
bad it is.
hunting. Like,
Yeah.
and you're out there, man. Like, yo, wow. It's like some Siegfried and Roy shit. Like, the lion eats the fucking animal trainer and shit. This shit is just crazy, man. Like, you're out there, like, watching them and shit, and they're like, yo, how many times you seen a movie like first 48 hours or something? They do stakeouts. Remember the old cop movies? They would do stakeouts all the time.
The van.
Yeah, the van and shit. Like, now it's like you can't even do that because the sun's
Right.
Jesus Christ.
You make yourself a target by staking them out.
Yeah, just being around them, because now you're around them because you're in their vicinity.
The officer called for backup in a helicopter, then parked his car on the curb here on Oxen Run Drive to watch. Instead, police say the officer became a target for the thieves who had no idea their victim was a police officer hunting them. Police say the suspects, including Charles Edward Owens of Washington and a 16-year-old juvenile, pulled up and jumped out, pointing a handgun at the officer in the unmarked car. The officer fired his...
And then you have some young Turks, why did they shoot him? They didn't think about it. This guy or the 16-year-old didn't get shot. Think about that. Let's make a story out of that. Let's go get on a podium and have a bunch of fucking activists up there and thank these cops for not shooting this guy. Right. Neither one of them. And this happens 99,000 times more than when they get shot. This right here, the cops not shooting them, is way more. Salute to Christy Webster. This episode of Ock Nation is brought to you by Christy Webster.
Including Charles Edward Owens of Washington and a 16-year-old juvenile, pulled up and jumped out, pointing a handgun at the officer in the unmarked car. The officer fired his gun through the windshield and a chase began that went into D.C.
Oh, he did fire his out through the windshield.
Yeah, he shot at them.
No, he tried to shoot. Listen, but here's the thing: you can't blame him on. Would liberals be mad at this one? Would this be a badge if he had hit? If he had hit this dude in the heart and dude collapsed and died, and they found out it was a fucking toy gun or a fucking pellet gun or some shit,
that would be bad for the libs.
Yeah, if it was a real gun, I don't think liberals would complain about this. I don't know.
Of Washington and a 16-year-old juvenile pulled up and jumped out, pointing a handgun at the officer in the unmarked car. The officer fired his gun through the windshield and a chase began that went into D.C., where two suspects were arrested. No one was hit by gunfire. Police here in Prince George's County tell me that since they created what they call the carjacking interdiction unit late in 2021, they've been using the special tactics revealed by Monday night's incident to dramatically increase the closure rate on carjacking cases from 18% to 48%.
Wow, now that's good. Fuck your program. Yeah, your program can't do no shit like this.
No way.
You're fucking activists and shit. No matter how much money you give them, this is what it takes. Real cops posted up in unmarked cars.
Stakeouts.
Yeah, cops that when the fucking they hop out and point the gun at them, the cop don't freeze.
Shoots through the windshield.
And it chases them into another fucking jurisdiction and fucking arrest their ass. Real cop shit, man. real fucking Bad Boy. You seen Bad Boys with Will Smith and fucking Martin Lawrence, that type of shit.
Yeah, we know kind of comes.
Yeah, man, fuck all these fucking programs and all these fucking violence interrupters.
Yeah, back in the days, cops cracked heads and shit, man. They used to be Scorpion style in Boston, man. That's how the cops used to act. All the cops.
DC too. They had fucking units like that, man, vice squads and shit like that.
This county tell me that since they created what they call the carjacking interdiction unit late,
and PG was known worldwide. PG had a reputation all over the fucking globe for how tough their cops was back in the 90s.
Hell yeah, we used to avoid PG. They used to fuck people up.
PG was known across the globe. Now they look like they started to get back to that.
2021, they've been using the special tactics revealed by Monday night's incident to dramatically increase the closure rate on carjacking cases from 18% to 48%. But still, the numbers of carjackings are climbing. In 2022, there were 416 carjackings in Prince George's County and nearly 200 vehicles taken so far this year. The vast majority of the cars, 87% in 2022, were eventually found abandoned. And by a 2-to-1 margin, most cars stolen in Prince George's County are recovered in the District of Columbia.
Because the niggas is coming from DC.
Right.
Police say most of the cars taken here in Prince George's County are not being sold or chopped up for parts. Instead, police say they are being used to commit other crimes like murders, robberies, and more carjackings. So far,
this is my God, man. I just we're doing this in plain sight, and everyone sees it. Like this fucking guy, every day he's at a different place talking about these fucking Sun words, and it's like, yo, how the fuck do you not make the connect? Every time it's us. It's never somebody else. And how the fuck do one time in one place in the country some Sun man gets a raw deal or gets in an argument with a white person? And how do these people like instantly go to, yeah, man, it's inherently racist? Like, it's just insane, man. It's just insane. Like the way, and listen, man, we got it good, man. And maybe if we didn't have it this good, it would be, maybe white people can't control themselves. Maybe they gotta let us go off the chain, or if they try to curtail us, it'll turn into slavery. Maybe it can't be, maybe it has to be one or the other. Maybe it has to be slavery or this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they're gonna pick this shit over slavery.
Because it's like, they acting like if they, everyone's acting like when the hand of white supremacy is so fucking strong. We got a whole white supremacy back. Salute to Christy Webster once again. This episode brought to you by Christy Webster. Tar says, if America goes full Sun, no turning back here. Yeah,
they are not being sold or chopped up for parts. Instead, police say they are being used to commit other crimes like murders, robberies, and more carjackings. So far this year, Prince George's police report the majority of suspects being arrested are juveniles, and most of them are D.C. residents, according to police statistics. In Prince George's County, Scott Broom, WUS.
All right, we'll go to Florida, man. Let's see what's going on in Florida, man. Let's see what's going on in Florida, man. Oh man. God damn, man. Oh shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit, this has been an exhausted episode, man. I can't. The sun, man. God damn, man.
It felt like you were sitting in the sun and shit.
Yeah, man. Walking on sunshine, man. It's just fucking crazy, man. How fucking crazy this shit is, man. God.
Sons of Guns, Sun 11.
Man. Let's do this. Let's get off the sun, man, for a second, man.
Well, tonight, 3 restaurant kitchens ordered shut after your consumer complaints were called into the state.
One of them is in Sawgrass Mills Mall. Local 10 News investigator Jeff Wentz here has tonight's Dirty Dining report.
You own the place or you work here?
No, I don't work here.
He says he doesn't work here, but we watched him open up the place, and he certainly looks a lot like Chef Martin from their Facebook post.
That's a nice disguise. Can't even tell.
Yo, my God, man.
What's
They
this, a
play.
burrito?
Yeah, that's a hombrito. This is hombrito. This ain't no son. Shit, man, this is a hombrito.
No, I don't work here.
He says he doesn't work here, but we watched him open up the place, and he certainly looks a lot like Chef Martin from their Facebook post. The place, Bowie One Seafood, the address 4391 North Federal Highway. It's in Fort Lauderdale, just north of Oakland Park Boulevard. No roaches, though?
No.
What's these over here? Last week, an inspector was here based on a complaint, ordered the place shut. He says we must talk to the owner about that.
Who's this? The owner.
Outside, Chef Martin hands us the phone.
I wanted to talk to you about your inspection last week.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
You're good? Well, your inspection wasn't good.
She's good.
First off, I don't know what you're talking about, but you're not coming to my restaurant.
Here's exactly what we're talking about. Among the 11 violations, live and dead roaches found at the cook line, on a shelf above a prep sink, on a wall, under clean dish storage shelves. Food was not properly separated. Raw chicken was being stored over cooked pasta. That's a repeat violation.
And I don't know what you want from me.
She hangs up. Chef Martin said someone would be in at noon, so we came back.
Talk to somebody, though, about the inspection.
No, not tonight. No, sorry. Thank you.
No call, no explanation. Inside the Sawgrass Mills Mall is Sushigami, where food is placed on conveyor belts throughout the dining area.
I love these places, man. They got one at a gallery place. At least they did.
And a customer grabs what they want.
You ordered shut for a roach issue?
Yes. Last week, an inspector was here based on a complaint as well. Live roaches found crawling on hot sauce bottles and syrup and on dining room tables. Live insects were landing on tables and on the sushi counter. In 2021, this place was also ordered shut because of a roach issue.
Nobody sees it before the inspector comes?
If someone sees it, we'll try to deal with this.
Our final stop, Northwest Miami-Dade in the Country Club of Miami area. 23 violations were found at Paraíso Tropical Restaurant. This woman said she was a manager. Flies landing on the meat.
Niggas don't own nothing. We just the fucking working this fucking people. We don't fucking own shit. Is it like that in you from the Philippines, right, Pacquiao?
Yes.
Do other groups own everything and Filipinos just be working and shit, or do Filipinos own the shit over there?
I think it's 70-30 for Chinese and Filipino. 70% of Chinese. Filipino.
Okay, so y'all
Or Filipino Chinese. Yeah.
Same thing. So Chinese own 70% of your shit?
Yes.
Wow, yeah. But it's worse with sons. It's like almost like 99-1. We own shit. If it ain't a barbershop or a hair salon, we don't own it. Salute to Charles S., man. He says, we will be South Africa in a year or so. Damn, Charles. God damn. A year? Yikes.
A stop sale ordered on cooked beef after an insect landed on it. Flying insects were seen throughout the kitchen. Food was out of temperature. The inspector saw an employee coughing, touching his mouth, and then didn't change gloves.
There's a fly issue. Their window's constantly open and there's no air curtain over there. That would probably solve a lot of their fly issues.
You don't see any flies flying through here? No flies? All the places mentioned were allowed to reopen following an ordered cleanup and then a reinspection. Jeff Wentz here, Local 10 News.
Dang. That's crazy, man. It all opened back up. Oh wow, Conor McGregor.
UFC fighter Conor McGregor going from center stage at an NBA Finals game in Miami to the center of a rape investigation.
Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is at the Kaseya Center with the alarming allegations tonight.
These are some serious allegations against UFC star Conor McGregor. A woman is accusing him of a violent sexual assault that she says happened inside a men's bathroom at the Kaseya Center.
Hey, conservative, don't you hear a lot like you familiar with that YK Osiris incident, right? With Suki, whatever the fuck. He might be, but yeah, listen, man. Every time a son man get caught up in some Me Too shit, some people try to act like Me Too was created for some people, or like it's only son men that get caught up in Me Too shit. And they ignore all the fucking gliders that get caught up in this shit. They ignore literally every fucking glider that gets caught up in some Me Too shit. I don't know if white people know that. I don't know if y'all white people know that. But in son circles, this type of stuff only happens to black men.
Conor McGregor, a woman is accusing him of a violent sexual assault that she says happened inside a men's bathroom at the Kaseya Center. Now, Miami police are investigating. Miami police are investigating allegations of sexual assault involving UFC star Conor McGregor. The lawyer representing the accuser says a police report was filed and sent a photo of the clothes she says her client was wearing when it happened. Those clothes were turned over to police for forensic testing. According to the woman's attorney, she claims the violent sexual assault happened inside of a men's VIP bathroom at the Kaseya Center June 9th and Game 4 of the NBA Finals. In a demand letter, it says her client was forced to perform sex acts on McGregor while trapped in the bathroom. The letter adds one of McGregor's guards was in the bathroom too. It goes on to say, quote, as the victim tried to exit the stall, Mr. McGregor aggressively grabbed her, pinned her up against the wall, and then ripped the elastic waistband of her pants while pulling them down.
What do you think about this, Pacquiao?
Cap.
No, I'll believe it one for 1 second.
Salute to Miss Essex. Best channel in chat in these YouTube streets. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you for that.
She's looking to get paid. And are they just assuming the gender of that accuser? There's 3,000 genders, right? So
That's a good point right there.
Right, yeah, that's true, man. they pick and choose when they want to focus on that stuff, man. God, I don't know, man. It's so at Game 4 of the finals. Was this the game where he punched? Yeah, this is the game where he punched the fucking mascot. So he had a rough night, man. he knocked out the mascot and raped the woman at the same time.
That's wild last night.
Yo, listen, man.
she's looking to get paid.
I mean, let me see who believes this, man. I don't know. And don't tell me what you think of. I want to hear. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Because he did knock out the fucking mascot. I mean, he did knock out the mascot. So you have to, there's that, man. We saw that.
And he drunk a lot too.
Could you imagine if this was a son, man? If this was goddamn John Bone Jones or fucking Floyd Mayweather, and they would try to say he forcibly raped the woman during Game 4 of the NBA Finals in the bathroom.
Remember they did to Mike though.
The media will be on the defense immediately.
Yeah, but Mike did that. Allegedly did that in the hotel room. This is at Game 4 of the NBA Finals. There's like 20,000 people in this building while he's doing this.
And it says bodyguard, and it says bodyguard was in there too.
Dude, every media organization in the fucking world has at least one representative in this building. This is the NBA fucking finals. Every Telemundo, Al Jazeera, everybody's there.
No, real shit.
Best time to do it, right? That's the best time to do it. Everybody's looking.
Yeah, plain sight, man. Yeah. Oh my God, man! Like, if he did that shit, like, I mean, like, listen, if they come back and it's like we have incontrovertible evidence that he did it, and then they show the evidence and he confesses. All right, mate, I did it, mate, or whatever the fuck they top of the day, I did it, whatever, and I would be like, yo, what the fuck? You knocked the fucking mascot out and raped the woman in front of, I mean, literally, like, the NBA Finals is covered in the fucking Amazon rainforest. Every fucking where that these games are covered. Every fucking publication, fucking channel has at least one person there on the scene to ask questions or to be there, write stories or whatever. And we're telling me this motherfucker goddamn jail raped the fucking chick in the bathroom there. That's crazy.
McGregor's guards was in the bathroom too. It goes on to say, quote, as the victim tried to exit the stall, Mr. McGregor aggressively grabbed her, pinned her up against the wall, and then ripped the elastic waistband of her pants while pulling them down. June 9th was the same night McGregor was at Game 4 promoting a pain relief spray. In a planned skit, he punched Heat mascot Bernie. The left hook laid the mascot out, who was sent to the emergency room.
That was part of the skit. It was all a skit. We were backstage all as well. It was just part of the show.
Frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. So was you raping that woman part of the skit? What the fuck?
Yeah, you crazy.
That was part of the skit. It was all a skit. We were backstage all as well. It was just part of the show.
Today, the Miami Heat addressed the woman's assault allegations against McGregor in a statement posted to Instagram saying, quote, we are aware of the allegations and are conducting a full investigation. Pending the outcome of the investigation, we will withhold further comment. Mr. McGregor has publicly denied these allegations through his attorney. The attorney for this woman says she will provide additional details on Friday. In downtown Miami, Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, if he did that shit, yo, the arrogance to think you could do something like that. Like, yo, he all-time alpha arrogant motherfucker. And I know he is. We seen it. We seen him do crazy shit before. Like, you see that time he attacked that dude on that bus and broke all the windows and shit? It was like a tour bus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yo, we know he's nuts. Don't get me wrong, but God, this will be next level. Yo, he really did this shit. God. Oh. Touche, man. Touche. Let's see what's going on down here, man.
Hey, I know a situation where gliders, it was like a crazy shootout, and the DA let that whole shit just go. You ever heard about that story with the motorcycle crews and shit?
Oh, in Texas?
Yeah,
was it down there somewhere?
Yeah, it was. I think it was like one of those areas and shit. They had like a crazy ass shootout,
70 of them and shit. Yeah, I remember that shit.
DA just dropped the whole shit. Like they ain't
Yeah, because
charged up.
they were all legal carriers, and it was like they couldn't tell who had started shooting.
Yeah.
And it was and like a bunch of people got killed too. That was the thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit, man. It was basically like one day in Sunistan happened in one incident. Because if you take all of Sunistan from coast to coast, that incident happened probably 5 times over every day. All the casualties,
crime alert out of Miami
all
to
the
tell-
bodies combined, all the shootings, all the victims combined, all the suspects.
We have a crime alert out of Miami to tell you about. That's where police have arrested a man they say murdered 2 homeless people.
The victims were shot and killed within blocks of each other, just minutes apart. Local 10's Ian Margle is live.
Yo, I did a story last year where a fucking lawyer was going around Miami killing homeless people. You remember that one?
I thought it was a real estate. Oh, he's a lawyer, right? I thought it was a real estate dude.
Some kind of dude.
Yeah,
I have to look at it. Yeah, he was an upstanding, black guy, man. He was a pillar in the fucking community.
Yeah, he killed homeless people. Yeah, it's real estate. Yeah, I remember that story. It's a real estate dude.
We have a crime alert out of Miami to tell you about. That's where police have arrested a man they say murdered 2 homeless people.
The victims were shot and killed within blocks of each other, just minutes apart. Local 10's Ian Margle is live with how detectives tracked down that suspect. Ian.
This was a really, really troubling case. The man now in custody is Kenneth Allen Bent. We just got his mugshot into our newsroom just moments ago. So take a look. Kenneth Allen Bent.
Jesus Christ. He got some burrito on him, man, right?
He got something. He look. I don't know. He looked like a sun man, but he looked like he got some.
Right, goddamn it.
He is sun man, but he got something mixed. He got something.
He's not totally us, man.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
he got something there.
Shit, man. Why the fuck we always do? We just did this in fucking Phoenix the other day. The Sun Man shot 4. Remember, he shot 4 homeless people, killed 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then the other 2-3 people from Chicago, the 3 dudes, they burned the guy up in the dumpster the same day. A homeless guy. We hell on seniors. We hell on little kids.
Asians.
Crossfire. We hell on Asians.
PWDs.
What? What you say?
People with disabilities.
Golly.
And we hell on homeless, man. God, dog. And each other. And
cops.
And cops. Yeah.
Golly.
And midgets.
God.
Yeah, and basketball players.
We don't discriminate. We do not discriminate. Hell no.
God damn it. And women.
Get the women. Shit.
We just a fucking hell, man.
Allen Bent. We just got his mugshot into our newsroom just moments ago. So take a look. Kenneth Allen Bent now facing 2 counts of first-degree murder.
On January 9th of this year, a terrible act of violence was committed against our vulnerable community, our homeless community.
A major break in a murder case. Police announcing Thursday, 30-year-old Kenneth Allen Bent has been arrested for allegedly killing 2 people back in January.
Damn, we did this story a couple weeks ago, but we didn't know who he was.
He killed Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, man. He killed Dog the Bounty Hunter and goddamn Nell Carter from Give Me a Break and shit. God damn it.
That Aunt Jemima.
He killed the first Aunt Viv and shit, man. He ain't right, man. Nick Nolte in the original Aunt Viv, man.
That look just like
Keeping diversity. He's diverse.
God damn it, man.
January. The victims, 61-year-old Bradley Griffith and 60-year-old Marie Noel, were fatally shot just a short distance apart and within an hour of each other. Both were experiencing homelessness, and both were murdered seemingly for no reason whatsoever.
When our detectives began investigating, we realized that these cases may be connected. And thanks to our great partnership and relationship, our detectives immediately worked together. We found a video. They had a video as well, which matched the description of the subject.
This was one of those videos, and it led to several tips from the community. Finally, detectives took Bent into custody and charged him with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of possession of a firearm.
Hey, let's go around and kill these people. Listen, these people deserve life. Like, what makes you think you can just kill these people? Like, you just evil incarnate, man. They already got it fucked up.
Miss Mandy said experiencing homelessness. Yes, the media is saying experiencing homelessness like it's not a choice. It's a choice.
Yeah, definitely. It's a choice. It's like some people just like that free lifestyle, like no bills. You just get to live outside. You know, they like it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, that's why Cali is overcrowded like that.
Exactly. All they need is services. You see, the services, because you gotta understand, they're not just out there. Like, it's people that come around with like antibiotics. It's people that come around with like testing for stuff. It's people that come around food, needles. People that come around with like sandwiches and shit. Like, they're not just like out there living like eating berries and shit and fucking twigs. They're out there like they live in a tent, but they got a lot of fucking shit that you wouldn't know unless you like sat at a park. Like in DC, we got a lot of parks, right? And they've been there for a long time in these parks. And when I had a job downtown, I sat in the park, sometimes just to eat lunch or whatever. And I was like, damn, you be shot. All these white liberals with their fucking like flak jackets just coming up, giving them shit, counts, like they had all types of shit. Like, you just be sitting there watching this shit, you like, God damn. Like, they got like literally delivery. Like, you gotta go see your therapist. Their therapist come down here to them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to lunch. I had to go buy my lunch and shit. These motherfucking lunches come to them.
God,
it's true, man. It's like I just down there like, God damn. And it's all white liberals. There ain't no black people, man. Black people ain't up these motherfuckers. It's all white liberals.
Firearm by a felon.
Their lives are just as important. And we want to make sure that although they are our vulnerable population, we are still giving them the same attention and detail to their incident as we would anybody else.
And here is another look at that mugshot for Bent. We just got this into our newsroom moments ago. The 30-year-old now in custody several months after those murders happened. Back out live here at the Miami-Dade Police Department. As for a motive, why Bent did this, police say they still don't know at the moment. It appears this was completely random. Live in Doral, I'm Ian Margol, Local 10 News.
It's really hurt.
Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. That's how the sun, man. The sun. Whew. Let's see, man. What's this? Okay, that's that same word, the 12 for that guy. Let's see what else is going on down here in the great state of Florida, man. Shout out to Christy Webster, man. Let's see. Orlando, man. We ain't did Orlando in a long time, man. God, hey. Jesus Christ, man.
I'm pretty sure we ain't missing anything.
Homeowner says he hid and waited for the squatter to return. Thanks for joining us at 10 o'clock. I'm Ray Vieva.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Luann Sorrell. Soon enough, those two men came face to face. The intruder bolted, but was eventually arrested. Fox 35's Marie Edinger went up to Ocala and spoke exclusively with that homeowner.
I can't sleep without the gun on my person.
This
Wow, he got it. He got it visible, man. He like that some man ain't seen that some man. Some man, listen. Some man see that and we thinking, oh
That's a
shit.
come up. That's a come up.
Yeah, we not looking at it like the way you think we looking at it, man. I feel sorry for Gladys, man, because he probably walk out the house with his chest up and shit. Like, yeah, God damn it, real American here. God damn it. And it's like, nah, motherfucker. You fool, man. You like, yo, shit, we about to get us a gun, man.
Yo, chill. Yo, some real shit. Yo, some real shit. Real shit. They thinking we're thinking on a different level. They're thinking like, I got my shit. I'm visible. I'm American. Man, listen. And we're looking at that gun and excitement like a highlight.
Salivate. Especially old too, you senior too. Oh shit.
Easy cover.
God.
I'm about to say something. You remember I also watch other conservative YouTubers like Greg and Jericho Green, right? Black Conservative Perspective and Jericho Green. They also reported on that Santine with his stepfather who got gunned down during the graduation. If you're not watching Act Nation News, you will think of it like the kid is straight, no nonsense, no, not involved in any activity, because they present it like the all the opportunities are ahead of him. So you would think that the kid is good. But here we dissect, so we know why it happened to him. But the way Jericho Green presented it, you would think, or you would have an impression that that kid is a good kid. He does deserve that.
Shout out to Jericho Green though, man. I like
But I
his
still watch.
energy.
I like, yes.
Yeah, I know what you're
I
saying.
still watch.
I like his energy, man. His tenacity and his perspective. And shout out to Black conservative, man. That dude
But yes,
is
like
doing the
here we
Lord's
dissect, so
work
we
right
know
now.
the what
Yeah,
happened, the
it's just
backstory.
different here, man. Because it's like, man, man, listen, man. I'm like Black Forrest Gump, man. I've been all over, man. I know. I got all. I got. I man. I went to a Quaker school. I went to East Side High Schools. I went to motherfucking. I done lived in the hood. I done fucking. You know what I'm saying? I done been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I've been
Don't get me
everywhere,
wrong,
man.
Greg Foreman and Jericho Green, they're pretty base. But what I'm saying is here we go deeper, we dissect. So it's
Yeah,
not just
definitely.
surface. This is not just
Yeah,
surface level.
definitely, man. It's like every single episode
I watch every
is
episode
yeah.
of
Every episode
BCP and
is
Jericho
yeah.
Green.
Yeah. Every episode of Ock Nation is like a documentary.
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Actually, got gun on my person.
This Ocala homeowner isn't sure how long it'll take him to be comfortable in his own home again. Police say Zamoya Brown had been squatting in the house for months and absolutely trashed the place while he was there.
I look at it and all I want to do is cry.
This no trespassing sign didn't do the homeowner any good. He says he was out of town and noticed his electric bill going up. That made him suspicious. But it wasn't until he arrived back at home that he realized what had happened. The day the homeowner got back in town, he says he saw his door ajar, the house disheveled, but no one there. He called police to report some stolen items, including an electric scooter, guns, tools, and documents like a social security card and the deed to his house. He decided to sleep in the closet just in case someone showed up.
Opening my eyes, and here's this guy at the bedroom door. The door's open about this wide, looking straight down at me. So I freaked.
Yeah, that was good though. I'm glad you freaked. Because listen, be afraid. Be very afraid. Because you know, fear is a what you call it? It's a human defense mechanism. A lot of times we think fear, we try to like deny our fear and try to, you know what I'm saying?
It seems like it's like a down and shit.
Yeah, fear is there to help you, man. Like you ever see some shit and you just a chill go up your spine? But it's nothing that's like, it ain't like nobody menacing you or nothing, but you just feel it. It's there to help you. Fear is a valuable tool. Fear is unexplainable because we can't diagnose fear. We can't explain it. We just feel it and we know that like, oh shit, this means that I'm not a real man, or it means I'm a punk, or it means that, I'm a sucker or something like that. Nah, it means that maybe something in steps down the line is going to happen. Like the picture you're looking at right now could
Spidey
be
sense.
rosy, but
Spidey
your
senses and shit.
fear, the fear is telling you that, yo, this gonna happen, this gonna happen, this gonna happen, and then the picture not gonna be rosy anymore. So get out now before these steps
Oh
happen.
yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like fear is amazing. Man, I think there's not enough study going into fear. It's not enough people studying that, because I'm telling you, sometimes I've been scared. I've been like, why the fuck am I so scared right now? I'm like, man, nah, man, I ain't no bitch, man. Fuck that shit, man. And man, shit played out, and I was like, fuck. I should have been gone, man.
Yeah, I should. Nah, yo, you say some real shit though. I done got caught in a few of those things where it's like, damn, I should have listened to myself and just fucking left when my body was telling me to leave. What the fuck?
Yeah, we so concerned. Some men, we concerned about not being no bitch, or not, you know what I'm saying, not being scared or being fake tough and shit.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of problems for like the seven man. Is that fear shit? Like, we got to show that we're not like we don't care about that fear shit. It's like I'm not scared. Fuck that. I'm a G. Fuck that. I ain't no bitch. But,
yeah, your
I hear
body's
what you're saying.
telling you, yo, get beat it.
Fuck out there.
Body trying to tell you, man.
Real shit.
Opening my eyes, and here's this guy at the bedroom door. The door's open about this wide, looking straight down at me. So I freaked. I jumped up with my pistol and said, get the out of my house.
The police report recounts the two arguing over who owns the house. The homeowner fired a shot into the floor.
Now he starts saying, you can't do that. You're going to jail. I'm going to call the police. I said, good, call the police. And he did.
He's the one who called police? When police asked the homeowner if he...
Yo, he called the police?
Well, he's lucky. If a sub man calls the police, man, you take that as a victory, man. Press what?
Yeah. Real shit.
He called the police, cool, man.
You lucky he can grab that thing off and try to fight him for the gun and shit.
Yeah, he ain't trying to fight you for that gun, man. He's lucky.
Well, the thing with squatters is some men know all the laws with that. So
yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm calling the police. Oh, go right ahead, son, man. I thought you were gonna fucking act like a goddamn son, man. You gonna call the police? Great. Shit. Hey, call him. Here, you want to use my phone?
Yeah.
Shit. Then the motherfucker run off with your cell phone and shit. Then you're like, oh, fuck.
He wanted to press charges. He said at first he just asked if Brown could be trespassed.
I said, I don't want the guy to go to jail. He reminds me of my son.
Oh, my God. Did you hear what this fucking...
He said it reminds him of his son.
That reminds you of your son, man?
That is crazy.
Come on, man. That don't remind you of your goddamn son.
Yo, Clyde is crazy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a mental illness. Yeah, they're the ones that are mentally ill. They need. Yeah, this is starting to look like a mental illness, man.
He said I remind him of his son.
Hey, come on, Gliders, man. Get the shit, man.
Police asked the homeowner if he wanted to press charges. He said at first he just asked if Brown could be trespassed.
I said, I don't want the guy to go to jail. He reminds me of my son in a way. Tall, skinny, too smart for his own good, and dumb as a bag of rocks at the same time.
Brown.
See, he deserves it for not pressing charges.
God,
yeah, man. Like, what the fuck? You remind you of your son. Trust me, Glider, your son ain't nothing like this. I promise you that, man. I promise you that. I promise you, man.
Nah, but I think he's just saying that for the camera, though. No bullshit. I think he's saying that for the camera because he want to like sound crazy or sound like fucked up and shit. Who knows? He might really
totally like
he
he's
might really think this shit.
1,000% in the right. He don't have to do this. Like this ain't one of them cases where it's like 60-40 or 70-30 with the gliders. The gliders are the right, but you know it's gonna be. This guy's 1,000% in the right. Why is he doing this?
Press charges. He said at first he just asked if Brown could be trespassed.
I said, you know, I don't want the guy to go to jail. He reminds me of my son in a way. Tall, skinny, too smart for his own good, and dumb as a...
Tall, skinny, too smart for his own good.
This is a bizarre world.
Yeah,
this shit's crazy.
My God.
Bag of rocks at the same time.
Brown wound up being charged with trespassing plus possession of methamphetamine and marijuana.
Look at them eyes, man. You don't see that? Press 1 if you see it. You don't see that in those eyes, man.
Well, you probably see that in the sun, though.
Oh man, your son ain't got that's a son, man. That's a dude a carjack, he'll rob, he'll steal, he'll kill, he'll shoot to a crowd. Like you don't see that in his eyes. Press 1,
I see that
man.
shit all the way.
Yo,
I'm a son, man. I see that.
I know the look, man. I'm a son, man. I see that, man. Oh, this is a problem right here, man.
He's looking to intimidate.
That's a demon.
Man, that's a demon right there, man.
Brown has a court date coming up July 11th. In Ocala, Marie Edinger, Fox 35 News.
Right.
But he looks sweet. I mean, yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Homeowner says he hid and.
I think we might. Is that what I just thought I saw? Hold on. What the fuck?
Marie Edinger, Fox 35 News.
I know a reporter in Detroit. She's a real cracker.
I'm Andrea Isom on the edge.
She recently did a story about a woman who bought a house in Detroit and wanted to sell it, but a squatter had taken over the house and refused to leave. The police were called, but Lynn, the squatter, claimed the homeowner tried to run her over. The homeowner went to jail, and Lynn moved her stuff back in the house.
That's some wild shit, bro.
I told you, some people know the law, man. They know that law.
It's literally like if the papers were reporting that the fucking Miami Heat won the NBA Finals, like they swept the Denver Nuggets, but we all know what really happened. That's literally what's happening in America. The papers are reporting that the Miami Heat swept the Denver Nuggets 200. They won every game 200-50. But what really happened was what really happened.
This is crazy, yo. This is a bizarro world.
Unreal, man.
She recently did a story about a woman who bought a house in Detroit and wanted to sell it, but a squatter had taken over the house and refused to leave. The police were called, but Lynn, the squatter, claimed the homeowner tried to run her over. The homeowner went to jail, and Lynn moved her stuff back in the house. Now you're caught up. End of story? Hell no, I say. Possession is 9/10 of the law, after all. So I met with the homeowner in a nearby vacant lot. Somebody moved in her house, and this is her lawyer, and they want him out. May I have your permission to enter your domicile?
You have my permission.
May I have the keys? So maybe you're a squatter trying to outmaneuver a squatter.
My attorney has the papers that says it's my house.
Well, I brought my bathrobe. I think I'm gonna go move in. Come with me. But before I went to move in, I called the cops. After all, I don't carry a weapon, and Lynn, who is known to the Michigan penal system as Arthur, is on probation for felonious.
Oh my God! So this is a gender transformer. This is a goddamn he, she, they, them, they, them. It's causing trouble, man. Can we be done with this episode in American history, man? Jesus Christ! Fuck, man.
Then I called the cops. After all, I don't carry a weapon, and Lynn, who is known to the Michigan penal system as Arthur, is on probation for felonious assault with a deadly weapon.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
I'm coming to move in.
You are?
Yeah, I got the keys. What's for dinner?
I'm not cooking dinner. I'm gonna go pick up my child.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I get in?
No, sir.
But I have the deed here.
You do?
Yeah, here's the deed. Here's the check.
All right.
Here's the deed, and I got permission from the landlord.
Okay. Tell the landlord.
So
to come
I can legally go in there.
well, you know.
Yeah, I can legally go.
Yeah, you can legally come
So
in.
let me in my house.
I'll let you in your house. This is Lynn Williams' house.
Oh, it's
Lynn Williams.
It doesn't
house.
say Lynn.
Well, of course not, because she took all my paperwork and everybody else know it.
If I left my house, say for a month
And a half.
and a half,
Mm-hmm.
You think you would be entitled to move in there?
Well,
take my stuff. and
well,
move in
it's
there?
a lot of. I'm not the only one that is squatting. It's a lot of other people on the block. If you want to be technical,
Mhm.
you know, and a lot of people encouraged me to do what I'm doing now.
But she wants her place back.
Yeah, but I had put a lot of work in here, and I spent a lot of money. I am on a fixed income.
Is that power hooked up?
Andre 3000, some hard times.
God bless America. God bless America, man. That you could just be a son person and do some shit like this. And they say it's America's racist and all type of Christian. This lady literally took this lady's home, and she's like, "No, this is my shit, and yeah, I'm not giving it back." And go fuck yourself. Basically, like this is crazy.
Think about it, bro. We just had a story last month where a white woman tried to rent a city bike, and the sons jacked her for the city bike. And they accused the white woman of stealing the city bike. She lost her job, and the sons got over $100,000 on GoFundMe. That was the biggest story in the country because it said that, you know, look, white women, all they do is yell help and everything goes their way. She's weaponizing her tears. Look at her. She started crying. Look at this case. There's a white woman's house. This is 1,000 times worse than that city bike.
It's a
This
house.
is a fucking house. Shit.
Legit there.
My power is.
That's not legit.
It's not legit.
No, you stealing a bit of power.
I am blessed.
What do you do for a living?
I receive Social Security. I don't have.
He said,
And she's saying that on camera. That for the boldness is she's saying that shit. Is this new or is this old shit?
This just happened, yo.
No, I've seen this before. It's old.
How old is this?
It's a couple of years at least.
Okay. Okay, you saw this before? Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause it
I've
was
seen
on
it
the
before.
feed. It was on the thing for this. Okay. So like 2 years ago?
Maybe longer than that. It's been a little while.
Yeah, it looks a little
Yeah,
old.
it probably was a little. It don't look that old though, because ain't that James Evans from Good Times? But this probably he was in the 70s, man. That's James Evans right there.
That's a guy, right?
He's talking back in the 70s.
That's a dude. That's a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dude.
Author.
Yeah.
His name's Arthur and shit.
I was wondering what he did after he left Good Times. When he went to Alaska. Well, he went to Alaska, right? Or something like this. He got a job in Alaska.
With a deadly weapon. And I spent a lot of money. I am on a fixed income.
Is that power hooked up legit there?
My power is.
That's not legit.
Is not legit.
No, you stealing a bit of power.
I am blessed.
What do you do for a living?
I receive Social Security. I don't have
What
no
happened?
secrets.
Disability?
Yes.
What's your ailment?
I'm not going to say.
His gender.
That's her right.
That
His
is.
gender.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is.
Wrong body. She was born in the wrong body.
Yeah, gender.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The only thing that I have now is a letter stating that I moved here.
Gonna see the letter.
Yeah.
Well, that's from the Postal Service.
Yeah,
that
I
doesn't
said I
count.
changed.
Well, what's your legal name, Lynn or Arthur? Which one
This
is
is
it?
my name,
All right.
Lynn. Lynn.
Lynn
Williams.
Arthur. Lynn Arthur Williams.
That's my government name.
That's
yes.
the government
That's
name.
my
So, but that's
government
not on
Junior,
that.
as well as Junior.
Junior.
Because I'm a woman and I'm not
Respect.
trying to. Thank you, because you're
Total
trying to call me out here.
I don't think you're going to get
This
away with it.
nigga's crazy.
He's a former member of G
I'm
Unit.
probably not.
Yeah, man. This is, yeah, man. Oh, you know, young buck. I don't know who the fuck. God damn, that's a rough looking fucking dude, man. God damn, man.
Yeah.
Only thing that I have staying here until she is here.
There
Oh,
you
I'm
go.
going to jail for
Yeah.
squatting.
That's what
What's
I
the
would
turn
have
of
did. Like,
events?
Call my boyfriend next door.
what?
Come on. What else?
Imaginary boyfriend.
Shit, man. This is a mess, man.
Gonna bail her out? This can technically.
Holy shit.
Golly, gotta be glider. Fucking glider.
What the fuck? Yo, being a glider is a mental illness, man. Yo, what the fit up?
Going to jail for squatting.
What's the turn of events?
Call my boyfriend next door.
Are you gonna bail her out?
This can technically.
No, I think she's telling that guy to call her
Oh.
boyfriend.
So she could be violating probation, means she go to jail for a while.
2 years.
2 years, which solves the homeless problem. Look at my new house. It's going to be great. As soon as the police get out. Well, George, it's going to feel real nice, bro. Appreciate the hookup. Remember, there's rules. You got to get permission to live in somebody else's house. You're having troubles? Atlanta, Chicago, Los Angeles? Call us, because we have a saying in Detroit. Fox 2, working for you.
So this is old. Imagine like how it is now. Shit.
Yeah, man.
This is old because he didn't use his multiple layers of armor of wokeness. Gay, mentally ill, black.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It had to have been probably before 2020. Oh my God, man. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yikes.
She was burning up, labored breathing. Bro, you serious, bro? Yeah, man, I'm not making all this up.
Keena Jones says he wasn't thinking straight when he left his young daughter inside his car to go shopping for Instacart at this Tavares Publix on Sunday.
Every night since, like, it just be eating me inside. Like, it's so hard to even forgive myself, to even try to come to forgive myself for such a move.
Jones says it was raining and he didn't want to get his 1-year-old wet, so he left the windows down.
Left the 1-year-old in a fucking car by themselves. What if somebody comes and fucking takes the car with your 1-year-old in it?
Or just takes the kid.
Or just takes the kid. Like, yo. He's thinking like, oh man, I fucked up. She almost died of exposure. No, motherfucker. What if she would have took her, you jackass?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
Or she would have died of exposure. These people are fucking morons, man.
It's like, it just be eating me inside. Like, it's so hard to even forgive myself, to even try to come to forgive myself for such a move.
Jones says it was raining and he didn't want to get his 1-year-old wet, so he left the windows down while he went to work.
Windows down. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? The windows down?
And I was really thinking about my daughter being sick and sleeping at the moment, and that blinded me to make me even make such a stupid decision, to make such a stupid move.
An observant public shopper noticed his daughter alone in the car and called 911.
Are you Mr. Jones? Yes. Is your white verse outside?
Yeah, my daughter's in there.
Police say surveillance video from Publix showed Jones's daughter was in the car alone for about 45 minutes.
Holy shit. It ain't even like he just ran in for a second.
That still would have been bad, but still, like, you went in there for 10 minutes real quick. Even 10 minutes is long, but 45 minutes? That's almost an hour. The fuck, man?
He's trying to kill that child. He's trying to kill that child.
Nah, I don't think he's trying to kill a kid.
This is Sunman.
That's a
This is
Sunman
Sunman,
shit.
man.
That's a Sunman shit. He ain't trying to kill his kids.
Nah, he love that girl. That's the sad, that's the scary part. He loves that kid. Oh shit. DVK, man in the building. He says, thanks for a happy story, that woman in the traffic stop got 2 months in county jail. Oh wow, great, man. Salute. I'm glad she did. What the fuck is that? Who's that got that noise in the background? Somebody watching something?
My bad.
Oh. Like, what the fuck was that? I thought I was crazy, man.
Verse outside?
Yeah, my daughter's in there.
Police say surveillance video from Publix showed Jones's daughter was in the car alone for about 45 minutes. Jones denies he was gone that long, but says the length of time is irrelevant.
The point is that I made such a stupid move, and I don't care if it was 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 seconds. I should have not do such a thing.
The fire department says temperatures inside the car reached up to 105 degrees.
Holy shit.
Wow. Says he's thankful someone called for help because his daughter may not be alive today.
No, he stayed with so called well because he had no intentions of coming out the store.
Yeah. He'd have been there for like an hour and came out like nothing was like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Jones says he's thankful someone called for help because his daughter may not be alive today.
I'm just glad that she's great. She's still perfect. She has no harm done to her.
Yeah, you trying to play that. I'm glad she's perfect. No harm, nah, nigga. You ain't getting out of this.
No harm done to her.
Jones has been charged with child neglect. He's due back in court next month. In the studio, I'm Patrick Perez, Fox 35 News. Patrick.
I saw the sun and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sun.
That should be a new intro.
These guys, man, my God. Just when you think like you've seen it. Oh man. Okay. Oh my God.
Caught on camera, homeowners in Deltona wake up to this. It looks like someone's disguising themselves while kicking down the front door and then running away.
Turns out this is likely a prank involving teenagers. Fox 35's Patrick Perez shares the message these frightened homeowners want to send.
A dangerous prank caught on camera.
My wife was having a panic attack at the time because she was just absolutely distraught.
Jeffrey Gibson says he and his family thought someone may have been breaking into his home in Deltona after hearing these 3 kicks just after midnight Tuesday.
And until I saw the video, I didn't even realize that it seemed to be, some youth playing what appeared to be a very evil prank.
Watch again as what appears to be another teen recording the one kicking the door in. They end up running away and jumping into a...
I hope these are gliders. They look like gliders. They got hairy chests and shit, right? Gliders, right? Sons wouldn't do no shit like this.
I don't know. It's hard to tell, but they light as shit. I don't know if that's the infrared light.
The pants. Look at the shorts though. The shorts are up all the way on the waist. Look where the shorts are. They're all the way up on the waist.
The one kicking the door in. They end up running away and jumping
Let's
into
see the other one. If both of them had their pants pulled up, there's no way these are sons. Let me see.
Watch again as what appears... to be another teen recording the one kicking the door in. They end up running away and jumping into a getaway car near Tree Haven Drive.
Had they still been there when I opened the front door, you know, I don't know that there would have been an element of control from myself or what they would have done.
About an hour and a half earlier, another homeowner 2 miles away who did not want to go on camera says her door was also kicked in. Her husband was so concerned, he grabbed a gun and ran to the front door. A reminder that what may seem like an innocent prank to some could have dangerous consequences.
I hope that this is just that it's only kids being stupid and that, you know, it's some trend out there, and hopefully it goes away very soon, because this is something that can get people harmed.
In Daytona, Patrick Perez.
No way, that's the son. I don't think that's the son. What do you think? I think it's the
Big glider or ombrito, short short arms.
Patrick Perez.
Yeah, exactly. The arms don't look like orangutans and shit.
In Daytona, Patrick Perez, Fox 35 News.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, man, I'm a son man, man. I can tie my shoes without bending over, man.
Damn, like E.T.?
Yeah, man.
Hey, when you playing the video with the Revere Beach with the young sons,
yeah.
I was dying when I watched that. You was like, you almost hear the drums. Hey yo,
man.
Oh,
reckless, man. Son's just reckless, man. Oh my god. Let's see what else is going on, man. Let's do one more city, man. I'm gonna let the chat do one more city and then I'm out of here, man. Chat, go ahead, man. One more city, man.
By the way, Ak, what you think about pit bulls?
I think that pit bulls are very dangerous, man. They're very dangerous with considerate, thoughtful, and conscientious owners, and they're fucking hella dangerous with son owners, man.
They will eat your child.
No, I think all dogs are the same. Like, it's just the owners. Because I used to
No,
breed.
pit bulls are demons. Pit bulls are demons.
Listen, man. Hey, listen, right? Go look at like the most dangerous dogs. Pit bulls are not even in the top.
No, but the ones that you're likely to see, I get it, Akitas and Rottweiler. You're not gonna see them though. Of the dogs that you're gonna see in the fucking other dogs that are likely to be in the fucking your neighborhood.
Oh yeah, you know that. You already know what time it is.
I one of my buddies had an Akita, man. This is back in the 80s, and that motherfucker had to stay in a cage. They had a little like square cage outside. It was real tall. He just been like he was just crazy, and you know he couldn't let the motherfucker out. He had the dog just lived in that little cage. So I know Akita's a fucking psychopath.
Maybe conservative is because the most number of dog bites are from lab because there's so many, but the danger level is if you have a pit bull, it's definitely higher.
King Corsos are like way more dangerous than pit bulls. They call them the human killers. The human stuff is a shit.
Yeah, no doubt. I get it. And I get
it.
Man.
But you're right. But you're right. It's like more. You're gonna see more pit bulls in the hood and shit. It's like it's more of a dog, like a Sunman dog than any other dog and shit.
Somebody said St. Lucia. Yeah, man. You ain't gonna see no fucking cane corso nowhere really like that, man. With some nigga at the park with his cane corso off the leash and shit. You ain't gonna see that shit.
Yeah. St. Lucia is doing some things right now.
St. Lucia, oh my god, it's
that's just next to my island.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Dominica.
Oh, okay. Dominica. Ain't what's his name? 21 Savage from there or something? Or his family or some shit like that?
Yeah, I think like his father is from like my island and shit.
Yeah, I heard something like that, yeah. Let's see. Oh, these sons down here. Oh my God, man.
The second edition of the Enterprise Development Forum and Marketplace saw scores of St. Lucian business persons and entrepreneurs congregating at the Harbor Club conference room on Wednesday for the opening of the two-day event. The Enterprise Development Forum and Marketplace is a business development event hosting industry specialists and professionals from around the globe with a vested interest in doing business in St. Lucia and the Caribbean region. Co-founder of the event, Kizia Prevel, highlighted that the event was born out of the need.
Nothing but women in there, man. Oh, there's one guy, one brother. Yeah, damn, man.
To address various challenges affecting the Caribbean business landscape.
We decided that we wanted to put on a forum with a marketplace component, so that's what the entrepreneurs came about. But the forum essentially was to look at how do we look at different topics which were affecting the.
Oh God, man. Let me see what's going on down here. St. Lucia with the Let's see what's going on. All right, here we go.
Following an upsurge in gang and gun-related crimes, St. Lucia's Prime Minister, Philip J. Pierre, turned to the regional security system for help. Within days, Barbados was among several RSS member states to answer the call, deploying approximately 10 officers from the Barbados Police Service. Acting Chief of Staff of the Barbados Defense Force, Commander Mark Peterson, tells CBC News another.
Yo, it'd be a whole sun show down here.
Oh yeah. Ain't no white folks down there. Ain't no white folks on the island. They got houses. They own houses out there. They come down there and buy it. But this is all sunny shit, man. Ain't no.
Yeah.
And the reason why they call cops on other islands and shit, because they wasn't expecting to be like having violence and drugs and all shit like on rampant. But now it's like modernized like America now. So this is violence everywhere and guns and shit. It's just like America, really. Like some shit is crazy. All them little islands is crazy.
Yeah,
They got cops everywhere.
We did a couple of them a while back, man. Yeah, they all like it's just sun people, man. Salute to Gigi Ryder. He says, great show. Space is real, sun is sunny. Yeah, Gigi, we're gonna convert you over to the we gonna red pill you sooner or later on that space thing, Gigi Ryder, man. I think if I what I did the other day, man, I think that planted some seeds in some people's head. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the fact that, like, come on, man, just look at what was available then.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Pachi.
Contingent, this time of soldiers, has since been deployed.
The second cohort deployed to St. Lucia last Saturday. In that contingent were 10 members of the Barbados Defense Force. They deployed specifically on the 8th of April this year. So the purpose of the deployment, as you are aware, is to curb the gang violence, to reduce criminal activity within the area, and attempt to arrest.
Man, look at all them shell cases, 92.
That's crazy. Jamaica's like the worst.
The criminal.
Oh yeah, Jamaica. Yeah, come on, man. Jamaica is just. Whew.
Element operating within the south of St. Lucia, primarily the Vieux Fort area.
On arrival, local police officers and soldiers were sworn in as special constables by Commissioner of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, Crusita Descartes Pelias, and immediately went to work beefing up the country's law enforcement efforts. Commander Peterson says there have already been some successes.
They would have essentially conducted patrols on a 24-hour basis. The emphasis was the Vieux Fort area. They would have conducted vehicle checkpoints, personal checkpoints, conducted warrants, etc. within the area of operation. As a result of that, they would have netted some known criminals. They would have seized ammunition, firearms, and to date, I'm advised that 7 persons were arrested. And this is specifically with the involvement of the Barbados.
Salute, man. Salute to y'all, man. Because then they can't accuse nobody of being racist and shit, man.
I always tell people that shit. And the islands is all black people. You can't say, but they do got like the tigers be like creeping up in all the islands and shit. They
wow.
They own all. Yeah, this was a long time. This was going on for a long time. The tigers own like they buy like stores up. They own all the stores in all the islands and shit. Like they squeezing everybody out and shit. It don't matter where you at, Jamaica. It don't matter where you at. They
You
got
hear that,
all
Pacquiao? You hear that?
Yes.
Tigers on all the stores, all of them, not 70-30. You hear me? All of them. That's the difference, man. We just not good at that shit, man. Y'all need them though, like, cause they know how to run a business, right? Sons don't know how to run a business, right?
Nah, but it's more on the islands. Is way different than America. Like the sons on the islands is way smarter than the sons in America.
Yeah, I mean, I see that here, but I think y'all sending y'all best though. Y'all sending y'all best over here. Y'all ain't all smart. All the ones that's left behind ain't all that motherfucking smart. I don't believe that shit.
With a tourist,
Yeah, but a lot of the ones here come here. Y'all sending us y'all prize jewel something and shit.
Denry
when they
South
send,
MP and Agriculture.
I was about to say whenever they're sending whoever they're sending, that's just a money thing. Like whoever they can get over there, and it's like one of those things. Like when we get your ass over there, you better do the right thing and get money so you can send back to the, you know what I mean, to the hometown and shit. Because if you fuck up and you come back, it's like what the fuck? We spend all this money to send your ass out here. You got deported and shit. The motherfuckers will kill your ass.
Denry South MP and Agriculture Minister Alfred Prosper is cognizant of the fear that incidents such as the slaying of British national Donald McKinnon can create in the minds of potential visitors. He recounted a discussion he had just last Friday while on a flight from Germany with a tourist from London who was excited about coming to St. Lucia to get married. The question is, how would that visitor feel now after hearing about the killings which occurred that very weekend? That is something Mr. Prosper is extremely concerned about.
And we had a good discussion, but you think that he would be happy to know that he's coming to a country where you have a high crime problem. You know, it is a problem that we must deal with, and our government is concerned, the government that I'm part of is concerned, and we must ensure that we address it.
Tourism Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire added his voice to the issue. He spoke of measures in place to deal with the bad publicity playing out in the British media, which does not present a true picture of the country. He said that beyond this unfortunate incident, St. Lucia has a lot to offer, and he vowed...
They whacked the blood.
Yeah, I tell you, ain't no white folks out there. Only white folks out there like visitors, tourists, and people that... Man, listen.
that the Labour administration will not stop until the battle against crime is won.
This is not St. Lucia. St. Lucia is an extraordinarily beautiful place, very rich cultural heritage, fantastic creative expression, and we have to sell that. At the same time, St. Lucians and the government and other partners have to fight against some of the social ills that we have. And we have to do so. We have to be relentless in our fight. We need to fight until we win this battle against the grave consequences of the social ills that we face. And it's unfortunate sometimes it spill over into areas that are really core to our economic survival. But we're not going to let up. We're going to intensify the fight to ensure that we win this victory.
Government Senator Allison Jha, whose son was fatally shot in his Dallas apartment by a police officer
Botham G. Oh, he's from over there. Okay.
To ensure that we win this victory.
Government Senator Allison Jha, whose son was fatally shot in his Dallas apartment by a police officer 5 years ago, weighed in on the issue. She says while the focus here is on the police, unless law enforcers get the evidence to prosecute the cases, their fight against crime will be futile, hence the need for communities to work in tandem with the police. Senator Jha says there seems to be some semblance of anarchy in the country, and it needs to be addressed.
It is time that something is done in order to curtail it. And I think we've had the crime symposia before, and there are recommendations that have come out of it. I think that there is need to look at each recommendation and work towards putting it into action.
With 3.5 weeks to go before year end, St. Lucia is on homicide number 68. For the DBS News World.
How many people do they have on this fucking island? They got 68 murders over there?
Yeah, but they be having a lot of people though.
Hold on, let me see how many man. What the fuck?
Less than 200,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking murders for 167,000 people, man. That's a lot of fucking murders, dude.
I think it's 100. Like I think it's about like 180, probably like 180.
186.
Because I know it's not that big. It's like
Yo, Philly has 1.5 million, and they have about 550 to 600 a year. If this place had 10 times as many people as it does, they would have about 600, 700 murders a year.
yeah, but you gotta remember too, the islands, small islands too. These are small islands.
They got a large fucking murder problem down there, though.
Yeah, Jamaica's worse, man. I'm telling you, Jamaica's like right now, Jamaica's probably like in the hundreds, probably past
Jamaica,
that.
Jamaica's got, they average like 1,400 murders a year.
Yeah,
something like that. Like some years
1,500.
they have 2,000.
Like 1,500.
Yeah, they're fucking off the chain in Jamaica. Wow, look at this shit. They just whacking shit down here. So,
2 men are dead following a shooting incident in Banans Castries on Sunday evening. According to reports, several rounds of ammunition were fired during the time of the incident. On arrival, officers observed the unresponsive bodies of the 2 males, identified as 42-year-old Tonio Elize, Elias Zepa of Hospital Road, Castries, and 53-year-old Junior Sherbin, also known as Raga of Mont Fortune, Castries. According to reports, the 2 men were on a motorcycle when they came under heavy gunfire at the Banans roundabout at about 7:20 p.m.
Firefighters from the Grizzly and Babuno fire stations responded via ambulance to an incident in Banan in Castries. The emergency personnel were informed of an alleged shooting incident involving 2 persons. The 2 individuals who were involved in the incident were found on the ground with penetrating wounds to their bodies. Both patients were assessed and found with no vital signs. Their condition remained unchanged during transportation to the OKU hospital.
Sunday's shooting comes amid a heightened police presence to quell crime and violence in St. Lucia. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, in lamenting the spate of gun-related crime, expressed his condolences to both the Elize and Cherubin families, as he explained that the police efforts to mitigate the incident.
Damn, whack them dudes.
That's one thing about the Sun culture. It's like the same thing. Like see, you said it's on bikes and shit. When you go to islands, all the Suns want to be on bikes, just like how it is out here, like New York, like Philly, Baltimore. You see everybody on bikes. Washington, you see how you see dudes on dirt bikes, motorcycles, all deep and shit. Same shit in the islands. The same exact. It's like the same image. They want to do guns, the gun shit, shooting shit up, riding bikes and shit, and selling drugs. Same shit.
Wow.
The Ubuntu movement has partnered with other civil society groups to form an alliance called The Collective. The collaborative consultancy group has launched the Seeds for Justice, Peace, and Economic Prosperity.
Hey, I will give you sons down there. The streets don't look as bad as Haiti and fucking shit, though.
Nah, St. Lucia's kind of clean. St. Lucia's like America. Like St. Lucia's like those places that really modernized.
Initiative, which aims to facilitate restorative social justice and healing across St. Lucia, starting in the Viewfort community. According to Priest Kailash Leos, the initiative was triggered by the incidents of inter-community violence in the Viewfort region. The collaboration includes Citizens for Peace and Prosperity, Safe Spaces, and concerned community leaders and residents from Bruceville, West Hall, and Martin Luther King Street.
That is when we are actually contacted.
Golly, even in the islands, Martin Luther King Street, Jesus.
Cases and concerned community leaders and residents from Bruceville, West Hall, and Martin Luther King Street.
That is when we are.
On that note, man, I'm out of here, man. Peace out.
Time to go. That's the cue.